Nigga high as a motherfucker, by the way. Let me go fast forward. I am the nigga young dog. This high ass nigga.
They don't dance no more. It's all about the lean. Back in the day, crack was jumping on the scene. Now they slumped on the sidewalk. Can't talk. Golden era faded, but we still feel the rock. They used to be kings, now they lost in the scheme. Popping them bottles, throwing money, living dreams. Now they zoned out and mumbling, fumbling. No rhythm in the city, the whole shit crumbling. They used to rock the house, they was riding through the streets. Remember there was dancing, sliding to the beat. Now it's poison in their veins, ain't no pulse on the street. Guess it's over now, they accepted the back in the day, the rock had them wild and free. Different story now, they got no energy. The new drugs got them slow with the head unload. Out close and they don't dance no more. Block used to be jumping, top shit they was on. Now it's lights out, guess the thrill is gone.
I am the nigga young dog. I bring it to your rough, rugged, and raw, nigga.
They don't dance no more, it's all about the codeine. Back in the day, they was rocking on the scene. Even dancing in the rain. Now they nodding off. Shit just don't hit the same.
I am the nigga young dog. Oh, shit, am I on stage? All right. You know, man, shit, I got a couple stories. Man, I'm gonna wait around for a minute. I hope Seven still comes in here because this is a good one. Here's a good, very good landlord story. It's actually a very good story just in general for anyone that, you know, homeowner, business owner, things like that. You know, I think I have a pretty good story to tell you guys. It's gonna play out over the day. Played out yesterday. Shit, that's why I wasn't here probably the day yesterday. It's gonna play out a little bit today. Then last night, this morning, which kind of got me on a different arc here, or which I'm going to add to the show, I should say, is that I was listening to DJ Academics last night, and I think I sent the text to a couple of people. I think I sent it to Latino, Universal, a couple other people. Man, maybe we need a distribution list here. I'm going to get the Discord going, and we get the distribution, get a distribution list going. Sometimes I'm up late at night, and I'll be watching something. And I'll send it around to a couple people like, yo, I want to talk about this. So this is one of the things that I kind of want to talk about. It's not in the title, but it is in the thumbnail. The thumbnail there, you see a picture of Mi Jung-Galt and Charleston White there. And so that he will be somewhat the subject of this show, at least part of it, at least. So we're going to, and I think I might start with that. Last night, I was watching Charleston White be interviewed by DJ Academics. Not sure if you guys know who DJ Academics is. I'm sure most of you do. Anyway, so he's being advertised by DJ Academics. Oh, yeah, before I get too far, we're going to go into the some of the EBT snap shutdown, see how that's working out. I've seen some interesting things all across the spectrum here. Delivery fees, they're offering one-time deliveries for some welfare recipients for food and stuff like that, household items, toothpaste, whatever. So we are kind of moving closer and closer to a response to where these people will have less contact with the stores. And that's one of the things that I mentioned, that we can easily keep these people out of the stores, get down on the looting and stuff like that. Grocery stores are really nothing but warehouses. And so one of the ways we could do that was by just subsidize their delivery costs. The snap of a finger and the cost of a few millions, billions of dollars, you get rid of food deserts, a problem that has persisted all my lifetime. And the government could easily solve that problem with paid delivery for food. So that's one of the things I think I saw in the news. One of the things that are going to come out of this whole shutdown is that maybe they'll have paid delivery for EBT recipients for the groceries, which is what I had suggested along those lines. It might come out of this. And what else we have? What else we have? EBT. I may even talk about, it's a local issue here. And maybe I should cover a few of the local issues before I even get started. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to clear out my email inbox. A couple interesting topics that I saw before I get into the show. So it's like a prelude. I guess, would it be prelude? Yeah, prelude. Yeah, prelude. So Let me get into it. I was going to do this on OBS, man. I've been tinkering around with OBS quite a bit. For those of you that have used OBS, man, it's nice. It's a very nice platform. So let me start pulling up some of these emails here. And I'm just going to go down the line here, starting with SNAP benefits here. There's an update here. What's happening with the SNAP benefits? Here's right.
And Kristen Eskow joins us live with the latest. And Kristen, food assistance remains in jeopardy. What more can you tell us about that?
Not yet. I'll get to it.
That's right, David. Good morning. So the U.S. Department of Agriculture does not plan to use a contingency fund for SNAP benefits. So that means at this point, those benefits will not go out come November. But that's not the only pressure point lawmakers are facing right now. A federal workers union is now speaking out as those employees continue to go without paychecks. The nation's largest union of federal workers says it's time for the shutdown to end. The American Federation of Government Employees, which represents more than 800,000 people, says Congress needs to pass a short-term funding bill immediately.
That bill, with 5 courageous Democrats stepping forward and helping us pass it, could be on the president's desk, signed into law, and this government reopens.
But so far, Democrats are holding firm in their health care demands.
Republicans prefer to shut the government down over working with Democrats to extend the ACA tax credits.
Meanwhile, as food banks assist some federal workers, they're also preparing for a surge in demand. The USDA says it will not distribute SNAP benefits on November 1st, which could impact roughly 40 million people. The Trump administration does not plan to use a SNAP contingency fund, which holds between $5 and $6 billion.
The administration's decision to let SNAP freeze is callous, is cynical, and entirely unnecessary.
The best way for SNAP benefits to be paid on time is for the Democrats to end their shutdown.
Now, in a memo, the USDA says it can only use the contingency fund for unforeseen events like natural disasters. It says, therefore, the government shutdown does not qualify. David.
So, Kristen, will lawmakers try to keep food assistance programs funded during the shutdown?
So right now that's unclear. So legislation has been introduced to do that, but right now it's unclear if Senate Majority Leader John Thune is willing to put any of those proposals on the Senate floor for a vote. So right now it still remains to be seen, David.
All right, Kristen Eskow, live in D.C. Thanks so much, Kristen.
And that's D.C. around the horn in Tennessee.
In the Mid-South.
Fox 13 is getting answers as SNAP recipients brace for not getting their benefits this weekend. The federal government confirmed that benefits will not go out until the ongoing government shutdown is resolved. There's also a lot of misinformation spreading online about EBT cards.
Fox 13 Your Money investigator Kate Beery clears up the confusion and highlights resources here in Shelby County.
Families are shocked and scared at what next month could bring. As we've told you, 150,000 people in Shelby County rely on benefits from the state to feed their families.
It's concerning for me as a parent, as an aunt. I mean, as a citizen, you know, a lot of kids are depending on it.
Jamia Mason doesn't know how she will feed her family next month. More than 690,000 Tennessee residents relied on SNAP benefits in September, and 1 in every 5 of those people lives in Shelby County. Some families are trying to save some of their October benefits for November. There's a rumor spreading online EBT cards will be deactivated Saturday when the calendar turns to November, but a state spokeswoman told us this rumor is false. In Tennessee, the cards will continue to work as normal next month, and any unused money from October can still be used. Families just will not get any new benefits until the shutdown ends. People will have to rely on food banks, charities, community fridges, and other nonprofits in our area.
This is a time where we need to go in there and get what we need so we can survive. Like, we're in survival mode right now.
Fox 13 will work to highlight resources in our area as much as we can. For a link to those resources, visit fox13memphis.com and click on Your Money. In Raleigh, Kate Beery, Fox 13 News.
And that's Tennessee. And so it seems like it's going to be a varied response, just depending on where they are. So anyway, it should be interesting to see closer to home here in Washington, D.C. The National Guard is still here, but the problem still arises. But before I play this clip, here's something interesting. I'll take this down. You know, my mother went to somewhere. I think she went to, I can't remember where she went. But anyway, it's a government agency. And so these people are still working, but they're not getting paid and they're complaining. And so I think that's why you're seeing the American government or the federal workers protesting. And they could put a lot of pressure on the politicians to come to some kind of agreement, because it's a lot of them. I think it's 800,000 of them. Many of them live in this area, and they are providing services to a lot of the politicians and stuff like that. So that's very interesting, because now that's probably a very Democrat-leaning group, and now that they're demanding a resolution to this process, I'm guessing that it's probably going to end fairly soon. Anyway, back to D.C. D.C. police are investigating after 2 teenage boys were found shot in Northeast Tuesday afternoon. I thought this was a video. I'm going to pull up a few more. What is this? What is this? Montgomery County announced Friday a massive aid plan. Montgomery County is in northern county outside of Washington, D.C. A massive aid plan to help food assistance programs as the government is set to shut down. So anyway, so Montgomery County is a fairly affluent county. They have a lot of money. They can afford to accommodate these things. Just going down the list here, I'm going to, before I do that, I want to get to these DC shootings. There have been quite a few DC shootings, and I figure we should cover some of those. I have a couple of them in my inbox, some of them rather heinous cases. So let me pull up one here. Yeah, there have been quite a few in DC. Here's one of them here. If you can see my screen here, here's a murder suspect, a recent murder suspect of a DC intern now accused of killing a teen girl. And this may, let's see, what intern did he kill here?
Cut through the clutter and tap into new audiences you won't find on other platforms. They aren't tapped out.
We begin tonight with a Fox 5 exclusive. The suspect in a congressional intern's murder is also now accused of killing a teenage girl just days later. And tonight, he's still on the run. Fox 5's Sydney Persing spoke to both victims' families and joins us now live at MPD with more. Sydney.
Katie, this is a really stunning and really sad development in this story. Tonight, both of these families are hoping all of our viewers will take a really close look at their screens. And if you know who this guy is, to please turn him in. It's been nearly 4 months since congressional intern Eric Tarpinian Jocham was shot and killed in...
Oh, shit, he killed. Is that Big Balls? Wait a minute, is this Big Balls? He's an equal opportunity killer. He killed one man, one woman.
D.C.
I talk to Eric every day.
Oh, I think it's Big Balls. Is this Big? No, this is not Big Balls. Hey, you guys know who Big Balls is. That's the, he was an intern that was beaten up. This is the intern that was killed.
I'm okay until we meet again.
His mother, Tamara, said Eric's 22nd birthday would have been Tuesday.
You never think that that'll be their last birthday. He was so happy. And I remember he watched the Celtics game after with his dad. I remember that day vividly.
Nothing can take away her pain, but Thursday night, news broke that added to it.
And I almost physically got sick.
Police announced that Naquana Antonio Lucas, the suspect accused of killing Eric, is now also accused of killing a beloved teenage girl only 5 days later.
He hasn't just killed one person, he's killed 2 people, that we know of.
Lucas is accused of killing Zoe Kelly Hickman on July 4th on Benning Road Northeast, and he is still...
Yo, it's interesting. We had a lady on stream at one of the street interviews who lived on Benning Road. I bet they lived close by each other.
On the run.
Will there have to be a third person or a fourth person?
Zoe's uncle and mother said she was a twin sister who wanted to serve her community as a firefighter. They described her as a limitless soul.
This is not going to be a cold case. This is not going to go undone.
Tonight, they ask all of you to look at her face, listen to her story, and come forward if you know anything about
Boy, he got a mean mug on him.
where Lucas could be.
Well, I'm just hopeful that one day this is no longer our reality, you know, and that justice is served.
A prayer shared between two families who've never met.
Her son, my daughter, this one guy.
But are now bonded forever.
Hopefully our families will get their due justice through the judicial system.
And just one more note on that. Again, these families obviously have not met each other, but in our interviews with them, they were both very adamant that they wanted the other family to know that they supported them and they wanted to extend their condolences to each other. Katie, there is now up to $75,000 of reward money offered up for anyone who has information that leads to this guy's arrest.
Damn, he killed someone after he killed her, the other man. Damn, man, he's a serial killer here. Damn.
Heartbreaking story. Thank you, Sydney.
Very heartbreaking indeed. Where was it going here? Yeah, so there have been quite a few shootings in D.C. Let me pull up some more of them. It seems like the National Guard not doing a lot of good here. And then I'm going to pull up the Academy. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Here it is.
And Howard University is just about a block away. Earlier today, they had their parade and then the Howard homecoming football game against Morgan State University. You can see things are calm, people are out, but it was a completely different scene about 24 hours ago. Last night, just blocks away from here, DC police, fire, and even the National Guard were here after a shooting just before 8:30 on the 600 block of Howard Place. This is right by the School of Social Work and just a block away from Georgia Avenue. And when police arrived to the scene, they located 5 people shot, 3 men, a woman, and a juvenile male. They're all expected to be okay. Officers also arrested 2 suspects and located 3 guns at the scene. Police Chief Pamela Smith says her officers were already in the area patrolling and assisting with traffic. There was a large presence as Yard Fest was wrapping up, and that's when the shots went off. She says the community can expect a robust presence for the entire week.
People to come out with firearms, and we do. The main purpose of the event is this is homecoming.
Oh, damn, I thought that was a man. That's a woman with a hook part in her head. Rough women.
Comes to come back and fellowship with those who they were schoolmates with and so forth. Like, this should be a happy time.
Now, a number of people, like the alumni you just heard from, they say they don't want Friday night's incident to take away from this weekend that's supposed to be joyous and one big celebration. As you can see, the police presence is behind me. Police Chief Pam Smith did confirm that none of the shooting victims were Howard University students or teachers, but we do know that one of the victims was a Morgan State University student. Anyone with the
Anyway, SDC there, and we'll probably get back to, let me see, before I get to what I really want to get into, I want to let a few more people wade into the audience. I got 2 things I really want to focus on. I want to hammer home today. This day, the DJ Academics interview that I saw last night, overnight, is like 3 in the morning. And then I want to hammer home my landlord story here. Hopefully 7 Sealers in the audience have been able to share some of that with him. While I'm waiting, warming up here, here's a clip.
As women of color, that the way our hair naturally grows out of our head, it's beautiful. But if we struggle to make it look like the standard,
wait a minute. Everybody knows English, right? If I say you are pretty, but you ain't pretty.
It's beautiful, but
that's all I need to know. Do I even need to finish the rest?
If we struggle to make it look like the standard, that means we are spending thousands of hours and lots of money straightening out what is naturally curly hair, right? And that takes time out of your life. It costs money.
I mean, it's just something to see her up here talking like that with straight hair. She took time out of her life and money. Money may not be an issue for her anymore. But she got straight hair. It would be one thing if she's up here with a natural talking about this, but this woman got a perm in her head herself. Man, this can't be believable. Hey, Universal, man, I see you in the audience, bro. Did you get a chance? Let me just send the link to this Universal right here. Bro, did you see that Academics last night? I sent you some clips, but by the time you probably got around to them, they were already privated, but he has left the interview up on the on his other channel, the Academy. So we're gonna jump right in there. You know, damn Michelle Obama. University, if you got time, Latino, if you want to come up, I want to just go through this with a fine-tooth comb if we can. And I guess we should just go ahead and get started. And this is DJ Academics last night interviewing Charleston White, and I had kind of some thoughts there, some an epiphany maybe of sort. A lot of times you've probably heard me talking about JP. You know, the boy got some talent. The boy got talent. And so last night I was listening to DJ Academics interviewing Charleston White, and I'm not even going to give it to you. I put a little short video up. You can watch that if you haven't already. I would suggest that you do to get the condensed version of this. But here's Charleston White and a couple of clips. We're even going to have JP up either on the phone or he's going to join the panel at some point. But I want you guys to listen to this. This is one of the first clips that I want to play here. Let's see.
That's right. I said, number one, Sean Cotton and Charleston, that's like Kobe and Shaq. That's like
me and Sean done got into it before.
Yeah, but y'all figured it out.
That's what I'm talking
about. Okay, cool. Vlad got his Boosie. I don't know if he's going to 6ix9ine going to be that now, but Vlad got his Boosie. Adam, from time to time, he find one of them and whack is in the mix. I might be the only one that don't really have that person, and I know how better and easier it is when you got that person, because I gotta hit the ball, pitch the ball, I gotta go pass the ball, dunk it. When you have a Charleston White, it's a guarantee. No matter what, he's gonna bring the eyeballs, and now your business model has to be, when I don't have Charleston White, how do I keep him in?
Ooh, there's some words right there. Those are some business words right there. You've also often heard me talk about this. You even heard someone like Donald Trump talk about it in the National Association of Home Builders speech. You've also, if you can draw a parallel here, you've heard me talk about JP extending his welfare to a lot of content creators. And here's DJ Academics saying, man, it makes your life a whole lot easier if you got a Boosie, what's the other guy? Whack 100.
That person. Because I gotta hit the ball, pitch the ball, I gotta go pass the ball, dunk it. When you have a Charleston White, it's a guarantee.
When you need something.
No matter what, he's gonna bring the eyeballs.
He's gonna bring them eyeballs.
Your business model has to be, when I don't have Charleston White, how do I keep him in?
How do I keep
That's a way easier job.
And that's right there. When you need someone and a nigga like Charleston White, he'll be by your side there, and you can always depend on someone like Charleston White.
Everybody who Charleston White has gotten into it with, and get them to talk bad about Charleston White, like he's doing. So that's how you maintain a Charleston White's algorithm. Once you stop talking about Charleston White, your numbers decline because you fed your audience Charleston White.
Wait, he has linked with your ops.
Yeah.
Yo, Charleston's bullshit. Yeah. Really?
Yeah. See, that was a time he used to say, hey man, can't nobody come say nothing bad about Charleston on this platform. Now everybody can come say something bad about Charleston on this platform. Let me show you how much of a whole ass nigga he is. I've been ignoring the nigga. Let me show you how much of a whole ass nigga he is. He want my attention so bad, and I won't give it to him. Let me show you how much. So I secretly hit a nigga in the mouth in front of the police at my comedy show this weekend. I didn't come to the internet and say.
Anyway, there's another video. There's so many clips, and here's another one. Here's another clip from Charleston White.
I've had over 24 Instagram accounts deleted.
The way you've been able to monetize, I think that's impressive. That's impressive.
I came in and I've stuck to my script and my role. Everybody else switch up. I remain the villain.
But is it authentic to remain the villain?
Yes, because there's rewards to the villain. That's why villains outlast the hero.
But not because there's rewards might mean it's authentic. I guess that's the thought.
Well, it has to be authentic because I have an audience and a fan base that has transitioned from the internet to ticket sales. Not many people can do that.
You should come to Complex Con. So Complex Con, it was a good test study for me, right? And obviously, I think you already have this test study because you do comedy shows and you see people come out. So I said at Complex Con, I seen people who, especially we're doing this live stream right now, and like on all our platforms, we probably have like 8,000, 9,000. This is 3 a.m. on the East Coast, 2:42. We're in Houston, and I seen people with like 22,000. Like when they stream, they would have 22,000 people. They're walking in a crowded convention center. Nobody gives a fuck. And I was like, it's good to kind of like gauge how popular people are by how much people in real life are attracted to them or care about them. Clearly you've done that because you're selling out shows. Yeah. And I think
if I would have went through that front door, it would have been a mayhem. So I went to Lil Baby concert. I can't walk through a regular. I gotta have security.
Anyway, he's talking about something else here. Let me read the super chat. Universal, what's up? Let me read the super chat. The Broke Genius, I was on welfare when I was younger. IT skills helped me make more money. We're gonna, guys, you get the IT guy right here, but we're gonna, last week I called my HVAC guy. What's up, Universal? Last week I called my HVAC guy, and he was like, so I think a lot of people, some people, I should say not a lot, but some people are like, yo, that's good. I like that call, hearing that call. Get to talk to a practical guy telling you how to get into business, what it takes to get into business, what it takes to stay in the business. So I think it should be a regular occurrence. What do you think, Universal? Maybe once a month we call up a tradesman, get a gauge of the economy, and so on and so forth like that. People want to have questions, they can come up, talk to them. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely a good idea. Absolutely.
Man, I was sending you these clips last night over by text, and I don't know if you got a chance to see them before he private the video that I sent you those videos from.
I didn't get a chance to watch them, so I'm everything that we check out here would be like my first glance.
Boy. At some point, we're gonna bring up JP. If I have to call him, whatever. I talked to him this morning. I sent him the clips as well, and I might as well jump into it right now. I might as well jump into this one. Let's see. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember me making this parallel a couple weeks ago, but I called it. So JP, he's the YouTube version.
Charleston White.
Yeah.
Listen to this, Universal.
Well, your security's the whole you then.
Nigga, he's still a man. And I got
what about his security ugly? He ugly.
It don't matter. Whole like fine ugly niggas with nice bodies that can fight. There's plenty of fighting niggas ugly in the motherfucker. And the fact that she can feel secure with him and other niggas get out of his way when he say move, nigga hope gonna fuck them niggas. Yeah, dude, the nigga, they hardly move.
You listen, Charleston trying to get you to be like, yo, no security. Charleston.
Yeah, no, nigga. She gonna protect me way more than him.
You think so?
I know. I've been lasting this long, ain't I?
No.
Wack 100 had a bet I'd be dead 3 years ago. Yo.
Well, your security's the whole you then.
Nigga, he's still a man. Everybody trying to fuck your bitch. Her cousin, when she everybody. Her cousin want to fuck in my mind. Her daddy friend, everybody want to fuck your bitch. Nigga, you better, nigga, that's nigga. Hoe.
You know what they gonna say? Well, you can't keep a hoe if she going anyway.
I ain't worried about if she going. I'm worried about what I bring up and around my brow.
Well, your security's the whole you then.
Nigga, he's still a man. And I got.
What about his security ugly? He ugly.
It don't matter. Whole like fine ugly niggas with nice.
We've been hitting on this. Universal.
Yeah.
And he just said, whole life fine, ugly niggas.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah. It's the energy, right? What you bring is not just looks. Sometimes it's really how you make them feel at the end of the day.
She said, a nigga that can move the crowd, his presence. She gonna want the man that can move the crowd. Right? And then I thought about this, Universal, before we go too far. You remember this?
Oh God. Yeah.
A
Regular
series
guy.
titled "Looking Beyond
You know what I'm
the
saying?
Veneers."
A 5. I'm a 5.
As you can hear in the background,
You know what I'm
here's a
saying?
guy
If I had to be judged, I'm
describing
a 5.
himself as a 5. You can hear it in the
At the
background.
same thing go just slinging from the chandeliers type. I ain't none of that. I'm an ordinary guy, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not an ugly dude, I don't think, by any stretch of the imagination. At the same time, I'm a regular guy.
You ain't no ugly dude. You just a regular guy. But here, Charleston White saying you can be ugly. It don't matter.
Right.
You can be ugly. Doesn't matter. SMC, I'm
Right.
glad you're here, man. I got a landlord story for you. I've been holding off for you. And I think, man, as Michelle Obama said on the other side, you spend a lot of hair time and money trying to straighten your hair. I think on the male side, they spend a lot of time on the frivolous, the gewgaws, making themselves look good. And the women, maybe not necessarily putting a lot of value in that.
Yeah, they're definitely not. I mean, Tyrone said it in the chat. Latino gets it. It's the confidence. It's the vibe. It's how you make them feel. It's what you bring. It's more about what you have than what they want at the end of the day. And a lot of guys lack that. Especially a lot of young guys. This is where that red pill content stuff comes in. They don't have the confidence, so they seek it in these other men who are giving off energy, but it's not the confidence that you need.
Yeah. I want to get to this one here, Universal.
Yeah, let's get it.
Oh, damn. Hold on.
One of the things, and maybe I'm a little biased, so I see things from the content perspective. When you have a Charleston, you got to realize, and I look at the game like this, right? I said, number one, Sean Cotton in Charleston.
Do you know who Sean Cotton is? Before we go too far.
Isn't that Say Cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean Cotton is Say Cheese. Now, what's interesting about Say Cheese? You know what's interesting about have you ever watched Say Cheese before? Anyone ever watched Say Cheese?
I've only watched a few of his interviews. So that's how I know who he is.
I watched Charleston White on Say Cheese for years. Never even knew what he looked like.
Mm-hmm.
He was black because I could hear his voice, man. I never seen him before. He's off camera.
Right.
I thought it was the Austin show. I didn't even know there was a man named Sean Cotton. And I would only watch it for Charleston. More, I don't know. Does he have anyone else on there?
Yeah. He interviews a bunch of people. Yeah.
Really?
But Charleston's probably been his biggest draw over the last several years.
Yeah. Sean Cotton is black. Yeah, he's black. And so I want you've probably heard this already, but I want you to listen to what he's about to say.
That's like Kobe and Shaq. That's like
Me and Sean done got into it before.
Yeah, but y'all figured it out.
That's what I'm talking
about. Okay, cool. Vlad got his Boosie. I don't know if he's gonna 6ix9ine gonna be that now, but Vlad got his Boosie. Adam, from time to time, he find one of them and whack is in the mix. I might be the only one that don't really have that person, and I know how better and easier it is when you got that person, because I gotta hit the ball, pitch the ball, I gotta go pass the ball, dunk it. When you have a Charleston White, it's a guaranteed. No matter what, he's gonna bring the eyeballs, and now your business model has to be, when I don't have Charleston White, how do I keep him in?
Yep. We've been seeing this parallel for what, 2 months now? We've been pointing it out.
Who said it first? When I first got to LA, wait a minute. Everybody criticizing JP.
Yeah.
Everybody need him.
They need him.
All these people that dancing for super chats, every one of them, no one's excluded. Because he bringing that heat when he come up on your panel.
Yeah.
He ain't deny that. No one can deny it. Any panel that he come up on, he bringing energy. And you got somebody like that, and there are very few people like that. You got to figure out a way to keep them. You got to figure out a way to come up with the working arrangement with them. And that's what I'm saying is missing Universal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see people really criticize him and make cash apps off him as if that's going to last forever.
Man, it's not. Another thing that points his gravitational pull is that he's not a one-trick pony. Like people aren't. I'm gonna use this guy as an example, but when they see JP on the panel, it's different than a Nightish, right? Night is the one-trick pony. When is he gonna fall asleep? Right? That's what everybody's waiting for. When is he gonna fall asleep? But JP can talk about like 6 different things, and he'll get love and he'll get hate. So no matter what he says or what he does, he's important. And his voice is important, his perspective is important. Whether you like him or hate him, he's still going to get the eyeballs. He gets people who are asking for him in the chat when he's not even there. Yeah. That's how you know he's special.
Check this out, Universal.
You're doing a good job representing me.
But here's the thing. For you to be still so prolific where people are saying every time your clips go insanely viral, it takes a lot of talent, man.
I studied the algorithm.
Paid attention.
Is there another parallel here?
World Star.
Another parallel.
Yeah.
This wasn't his first rodeo. He's been viral more than once.
Yeah.
Right? Just like this man. And academics, a guy who's well versed in this business, say, man, that takes talent.
Yeah.
Right? Am I wrong? That's what he's saying. This is not my words now. So you can hate on me, say I'm glazing JP, but is he glazing Charleston White? Right? Is he glazing Charleston White? This man got millions of dollars. He knows what he's looking at here.
Takes a lot of talent.
You have the internet, then you have the algorithm. I wanted to know what ruled the internet, because you can't never tell. It's the algorithm. So I learned how to feed the algorithm. I just become negative, and that's what feeds the algorithm.
Positive.
When I become positive, I can't feed it. It won't let me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to something Blue Jay said. Because he really just pointed it out. Where was her statement? I think Blue Jay was responding to my comments where I said, JP is kind of this sector of YouTube's Charleston White, and she says, nah, Charleston White flip-flop sometime. That's him testing out the algorithm, and he does flip-flop, right?
Yeah,
he does. But he's playing the game, and I'm not saying that that's right or wrong. I'm just pointing out what it is. And that doesn't make him a hypocrite, sure, but he's playing the game at the end of the day. He knows what people want. She says JP keeps it real. This is why I think JP may even be a stronger voice than Charleston White, period.
I think so.
Because he's just giving you the raw realness of who he is. He does play the algorithm sometimes. If you pay attention to him, he knows when to turn it up and when to turn it down. So he's still playing the algorithm to a certain extent, but JP is more authentic to me, I think. Because he's going to give you that raw him. And I think that's one of the reasons why people like him and they hate him, because they don't understand it at the end of the day. But go ahead, John.
I'm going to get to a clip at some point where he talks about Charleston White says, look, I'm just a character. Now, I play it very well, but I'm a character.
So I stick to what works, and it had to stop working. So forgive me for being negative on the internet.
Hey, chat, and I see somebody asking, who do I think, entertainment-wise, you or Wack?
Now, Wack is his boy. Wack is like, basically, he get the leftovers from Adam with Wack.
Right.
Adam gets Wack in person. He gets Wack over the phone.
Right.
That's how it works.
But he might have, because I think you're multifaceted.
Oh, this is the perfect setup for you, Universal. You just said it. I'm leading right into it. You see people like this person right here doesn't know what he's talking about. You know what's interesting about this Universal?
Yeah, I'm going to comment on it too. Go ahead.
Another similarity between JP and Universal is JP doesn't have much of a channel of his own relative to his stature on other panels. Right? Like, he brings a lot more sway, one could argue, to other panels than he does his own. Right?
Correct.
They bring the production and all that shit, fancy production. He bring the talent.
Yeah.
Right? Bright lights and heat is the guy that comes up and hit the ball out of the park.
Right.
Is that kind of how it works? Go ahead. What are you about to say?
Yeah, well, to respond to the comment, you can say he's dumb, but sometimes the talent needs assistance. Sometimes the talent can't do it all on their own, right?
Mhm.
And I think JP is just the talent. He might not have the wherewithal to know how to know how to set himself up to get paid. Should he get paid? Sure. He's doing all the things he sees everyone else do. Here's my PayPal. Here's my Cash App. But he might need something behind him to push him a little bit more that other people do get. So I don't know if that makes him dumb. He just might not know. I mean, there's just shit people just don't understand. And just like Charleston White said, he had to study the internet. Like, this shit changes. It's not the internet, it's the algorithm. And the algorithm's different for different people in different spaces. John's algorithm is very different than the CT. CT's algorithm is very different than the Izzy Bet. Like, even though you guys still share some audience, the reason why people come to the three, and I'm just using the three of you just randomly. The reason why people come to three of you is very different. So depending on what you're talking about, who you're talking with, who's on the panel, is going to draw different people in. So, you know, I think JP just has to figure out what that's going to be for him.
And Latino says, you know, man, he does have 3 kids to attend to.
Right, that is true.
He doesn't have 8 hours to sit down and to panels, right? And again, 8 hours devoting to panel may not be his strength.
Correct.
Right. He may be more of a skit type guy as opposed to a soap opera type guy. You know, there's two different, more than one way to skin the cat here. But this is what's interesting about what's being said here.
You're very multifaceted and diverse.
And you know who I think? 607 month.
What do you mean?
He probably equally as fascinating as me.
And there was something else I wanted to play here. See, what did he say that? He said PBD. He said, here it is.
Oh, talk for let me buy some pussy? Man, shit. So I'm saying, come on, my nigga. So when I say something, why go all of a sudden now? Because at first you were talking down on Benzino. You saying, let me fight Benzino. Now all of a sudden, now Benzino, y'all, you and Benzino, now come on, my nigga. Now all of a sudden, every interview you get, you talking down. Now you with Pat PBD. Now I got daddy issues.
Hey,
come on, my nigga. You on some hoe shit. Nigga, and them that's hoe behavior, my nigga.
What do you think about, did you see the new update about when Diddy's gonna get out?
Look what he takes on. That's just,
right
that's the other day.
Yeah, I'm
this
looking
when I
for
hit
this
the
other
nigga in the
clip.
mouth. So
He had a clip about DJ Academics had talked about how, you know, Charleston White has been on Patrick Bet David and quite a, you know, a variety of shows. Let me see if I can find that clip.
Yeah, his audience is expanding for sure.
You know, I think it's the ability to, to go in different spaces. You know, Patrick Bet David is very different from a big audience here. Let me see if I can find this other clip.
Than a Vlad or say Cheese.
Yeah. Here's another clip here.
If it's a 20v1, you're gonna kill it. If it's a podcast, you're gonna kill it. You could do comedy. You could throw you on a panel. You're super versatile. And again, you know, I'm trying to give you flowers here, and I know you've gotten it from a lot of people because, you know, you're that guy.
And if you give me a script, homie, I will stick to the script. Meaning, you tell me what to say, what not to say. I won't go out of the lines.
Hey, you kill pretty much. To be a guy who, I remember there was an active YouTube campaign and be like, we don't want this guy on there, or we're gonna get rid of all his Instagram. Shit, I was following Twitter. I think I'm still following Twitter. I don't even know if it's you.
It ain't. That's a fake. Yeah, that's a fake Twitter. That's a fake Twitter. He's doing good. He's doing a good job representing me.
But here's the thing. For you to be still so prolific where people are saying every time your clips go insanely viral, it takes a lot of talent, man.
I studied the algorithm.
It takes a lot of talent.
You have the internet.
I played the part, but you can tell that, you know, this is DJ Academics, and I think he's somewhat wishing that he had a number 2 like Vlad.
Right.
And I'm not, yeah, I did meet Charleston White. I met him here in DC, man.
Salute to Hater Cell.
I don't know where Vlad and Adam 22 sit on the space of the in this hip hop space, are they bigger than?
I would say so. You got to look at the business models a little bit here. So Vlad, when it comes to the interviews, is bigger than academics, but that doesn't mean academics isn't a big influence, right? But when it comes to the hip hop influence, academics is way bigger than Adam 22, especially Adam 22's taken a couple hits over the last couple years. His fallout with some of the guys from LA, his wife getting her back blown out by the porn star dude, him doing porn himself. So he's not as influential as he used to be in the hip hop space. He still has influence, but it's a little different. But academics, really, his influence is beyond just the streaming, because he gets the marketing and publishing type of dollars from the record companies. That's where he really makes the big bags.
Yeah.
So when it's time to promote somebody, that they go to academics, because he's going to get you the insider scoop. So Axe influence is a little bit different. But when it comes to streaming in general, Axe little fish though. I mean, he's getting stomped by his peers, the DGs, the Speeds, the what's that dude's name? Neon, Kai Cenat. He's little fish to them guys. Them dudes. Right? Aiden's probably one of the bigger streamers out. Axe big in the hip hop area, and that's why he's cool with all those, because he realizes, oh shit, if I want to expand, I have to be in the algorithm or the ecosystem of these other guys as well.
But those guys, I've watched a few of their streams, not much of them, but I've seen a few of it, and they seem to have other people working with them.
Oh yeah, they all got teams. Oh hell yeah.
Well, I mean, like Tyson, he's very rarely on stream by himself.
Correct.
Right. Aiden Ross seems to always be someone in the chair next to him.
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
It'd be acting a Henny bottle in Discord.
right.
Which is a talent in itself, right there.
Right. He is a very talented guy, one man wrecking crew. But I don't think Vlad or Adam 22 wants to do what academics does. Take on all that work by himself. Right.
Yeah,
take on all that. I think they lean on their A man, their B man, and their sidekicks, co-hosts, and they see it as kind of a way to make their life easier, their job easier. Whereas academics, he said, "Man, I'm shouldering the load." He's talented enough to do it, but what if you're not talented enough?
Correct. And how far can he go with a wingman? I mean, I think we've seen an example of this. Now it was controlled by Complex Media. But when they had Everyday Struggle with Ack and Joe Budden, you could tell that Ack had a lot of potential to be a Mike, but at the time, Joe was just a bigger media influence as him. But I would say now, Ack's probably right there, if not surpassed Joe Budden to a certain extent, as far as influence.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
And then if you look at Joe Budden, his team just keeps getting bigger. He got about 8 motherfuckers on the couch when he does his podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, God damn, I don't know who's talking this motherfucker.
Hey, do you watch the Danza Project at all?
Only when Charleston White's on there.
Only when Charleston White.
Yeah. So I'm a little familiar with those guys, but I don't know who they are. But I know they got some bread though.
Hey, he was in the chat, man, going hard last night. He's saying, I make $500,000 a year. He's really bragging. And
that's it? Or just from the podcast?
Well, he said $500,000 a year. He didn't specify where.
Yeah, I thought he was making more than that. Okay, well, all right.
And so academics, as you can hear him saying, he's trying to mend the fences between the two of them. Let me see if I can play this first.
So they got issues now. Oh yeah, because he was trying to talk to his chick. Yeah.
Let me see if I can play a couple of these issues first.
Women will always be the downfall of the business.
Nobody knows my business, cause I don't talk my business with my partners. You ain't supposed to talk your business with your partner. That's what the hoes do. Go talk about us with their homegirl.
Wait, hold on. If I go to Danza and should I bring my new chick or leave her at home?
Yeah, you can bring her.
Hell nah. Charles ain't looking out for me.
Oh yeah,
he said you can bring her.
Yeah, you can bring her.
What do you mean bring her? You wish you ain't bring yours.
I I don't not wish I didn't bring out. You see, she passed the test. He didn't.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
So this is what I do.
So this is a test.
No. Listen, it ain't no test. But whenever you meet a woman new, first thing you want to do, nigga, is see how she respond around your environment.
That's true.
You gonna see how she responds to your environment. Cause you don't just bring anybody into your environment.
Okay.
So, nigga, you know, once she get past the arena is you and her in your intimate space.
I'm trying to get to the point where he's talking about dancing.
Once she get past the arena, she enter into your environment. Once she get through your environment, she enter into your world. So in your environment is your partners. You learn that in high school, right? So, hey man, this one girls, y'all introduce each other girls. Nigga, one of your partners like her. First thing I noticed, he said how bad she was the first time. Yeah, she bad. He mentioned it 3 times. I take note of that. Your nigga ain't got no business saying nothing about your girl. Your nigga
Some people got different friends.
Nah, homie.
Suppose they trying to implement it.
Yeah, we've been.
Here's another clip here.
He was spitting some facts though, John. Those are Negro urban dating tactics right there for sure.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting about this is why him and Danza broke up.
Yeah.
Everything was good other than this. Well, there's something else to it that he's going to mention it here. Listen.
A minute.
Yeah, we've been talking for a minute. I'm on Drewski. I'll be at Drewski Could Have Been Records new show next week.
Are y'all ever squashing it?
Squashing what?
You and Danza.
Nah, nigga, squashing what? Why would I squash something? You paying me $10,000 for an interview because your producer and editor don't know how to make the money because everybody else paying me $10,000 eating. Everybody else paying me $10,000 eating. You paying me $10,000. You $12,000 in the red as your partner say, man, I didn't do too good. I'm thinking to myself, them on your people, but since I'm your brother, I'll give you half deal. So I cut $5,000 off my money for you to go behind my back to holler at a new chick I done brought in and try to get money with her. Hold on, why you not getting money with me, nigga? I just cut you a deal.
And you see there's that.
Damn.
You know, the HVAC guy called in the other day.
Yeah.
And I remember I said to him, I said, man, you trying to get new business or what? He said, nah, I'm going deep in my current customer base and I'm going to see if I can get more business from my customers and referrals.
Right.
He said it's better business. What Charleston White is kind of saying is kind of on the he's saying like, I cut you a deal on our rate, and then you went around me to someone else that I brought in to try to get money with her. Why not double down on me? Why don't we double down and see what we can do better? We already got this working relationship. You bring in someone new, an unknown element there.
Right.
That's kind of what he's saying. He's going to go on to show you to talk a little bit more about this. I'll jump to the point in a minute.
Hold on one second,
we got to squash.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, what you're really talking about is building trust. And Charleston put trust in somebody in a low trust environment. And when you're doing business, especially with Black people, you're already up against the low trust, society, culture, etc. So Charleston kind of he lowered his flag because he thought he trusted somebody and he got snaked at the end of the day to a certain extent. Now I don't blame Charleston for not wanting to work with this guy. Like he's smart once he's shown his cards, don't fuck with him no more because he'll probably snake you again.
Yeah, particularly when you're going to lower my rate to try to go, make some money elsewhere with someone that hell I just introduced you to.
Right.
That's rather interesting. Probably not the best way to go about things. And I'm going to get to kind of how it turned out for Danza in a second.
No, you cut my money. Hold
now,
on. You cut my money.
You know, this academics, I guess he's probably friends with Danza. I've seen him talk.
He's playing the middle. Yeah.
Right. But he's trying to advocate for Danza. You can say, come on, y'all ever going to get back together? Because Danza needs Charleston White. As he said, I had a Charleston White, I wouldn't let him go. I'd be trying to do everything to keep him. And so he's letting him run on at the mouth letting Charleston run on at the mouth because that's what dominant talent do. They're going to get their point out.
Right.
And, academics can't help but agree because, hey, man, he's saying, hey, this guy's a talent. You got to make sure you keep him. Whatever it takes to keep him or whatever it takes to not do to restrain yourself to keep him, you have to do that.
I think he apologized.
Hold on. No, listen. We've been popping for 5 years. I done brought all my hoes around here. Why you, hold on, listen to me. Why, as a partner, how you trust somebody new that done come into the clique?
No, I agree with that. You know, we're in the car.
How you trust somebody new? So let me, how you trust, and now hold on. Now I ain't gonna say nothing because I don't want to say nothing. Hold on, listen.
I do agree.
Hold on, a pattern
Don't talk to my chick.
A pattern of, listen, pass.
And so someone's saying JP should get paid per appearance. Well, that's what Charleston White is doing. $10,000. He was paid $10,000 for this interview last night.
Behavior.
If I hit up your chick and you get mad, I understand.
Listen, past behavior is a prediction of future actions. I ain't gonna say his name.
But what about
let me say,
what about forgiveness?
I don't forgive nothing. You wronged me. Why I gotta forgive you? Let me wrong you, and you forgive me, and then we start over. Let me give up. So hold on.
That's pretty funny, right? You got it. So I told you that the Dancer Project was in the audience, right?
Right. Yep.
And so again, academics are trying his best to get him back to Dancer, and Dancer saying, I make $500,000 a year.
I mean, again, I'm not a guy. I'm not.
So I'm saying, why would I continue to hang with, do business with people, nigga, that want to diminish me to my lowest value and come up on me behind my back with something he met through me, rather than bring us all to the table when we can eat. So this kid here is a 23-year-old mogul. At 20, he had 4 18-wheelers with a federal United States postal contract to deliver mail throughout America. At 23, he sold those fleet of trucks with the contract. Can you imagine how much money he got? 4 trucks with a contract with the federal government to deliver mail. About 5-6 million.
Yeah,
not 10.
Damn.
With that contract. So he does credit repair, but all of his clients are high-end clients. Someone charged him $10,000 to meet me.
Really? And he paid it?
You hear that? Universal.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Somebody charged a rich man $10,000, but why did the rich man want to meet Charleston?
Right. He knows.
Like
that $10,000, he probably could make 3-4 times that by having Charleston involved in something, for sure.
And this is in Miami now.
Yeah.
So you know it's entertainment. Charleston is entertaining. I didn't know. Did you know he had a Vegas residency?
No, I did not know that.
Charleston White had a Vegas residency. Apparently, that's what he mentioned on the show here.
Oh. Yeah. So when I meet him, he thought I was gonna fuck him because we kept missing our appointment. I was supposed to do some work with him. I was supposed to do a commercial for him. Because I was on tour, we kept missing each other. He traveled a lot, I traveled a lot. He thought I just ran off with the money. Every time he called me, yeah, I ain't hear you. So he thought I was just stringing him along. The other niggas done went on in a whole other country. They don't care about doing it or not. So he booked this in August. I just now done it like a month ago. So because I wasn't a nigga who would run off on the plug, because this the plug. The other nigga was
yeah, I ain't the man to run off on the plug. He's recognizing that him with the money is the plug. How am I gonna run off with a quick 10,000 when there's more
there? Yeah.
That's what he's saying. He's not stupid. And then listen what he says about Danza. Back it up 5 seconds. This is what he says about Danza.
Because I wasn't a nigga who would run off on the plug. Because this the plug. The other nigga was the middleman.
Yeah.
I didn't run off on the plug, nigga. I assured him that, nah, I ain't that kind of nigga. Once I did that, we got together. He started asking questions. I started asking questions. And he wanted to know how much would I charge him to introduce him to somebody. I'm like, man, I ain't that kind of nigga. Man, I ain't finna do that.
How'd you get the price?
I refused. I turned the money down.
Yeah.
I told him, nigga, I don't know what to charge you, man. He said, well, I said, nigga, I charge $10K per interview. He said, I'll give you $10K a month.
Really?
That'll cover the mansion. He cashed out me 10,000 right then and there. I never lied to you. This young motherfucker, no felony convictions. Mother was a Colombian drug lord. Mother was Jamaican. Don't go out. Don't drink. Been with his girlfriend for 7 years. 23 years old. Meek, mild, humble. And nigga got his shit together. Remarkable young man. So nigga, I was impressed with it. So I'm saying, man, this one of them good people you meet and you don't fuck over, and you don't let nobody else fuck over. Nigga, this is a resource.
And again, like this is a guy like JP being put in front of people like this, you know, and they seem to float upward into these upper stratus. It's very interesting to me. That's one of the reasons why I was sending you so many clips last night.
Yeah. Wow.
He says even more, man. Listen to this.
So, Russian tennis player that a black law firm paid her to interview me. It's gonna kill the internet.
You're the most versatile, though.
Yeah.
Like, just truthfully.
I don't want to be stuck in the hip hop crowd. I like to come out and play white sometime and talk articulate.
The way you move, it's impossible for you to be broke. Yeah. If it's a 20v1, you're gonna kill it.
You know, I said that about JP. I said, man, that boy ain't ever gonna be broke, hungry. Some of these other people might be out here starving, but not him. Mm-hmm. He got too much charisma, personality. He can jump up on the internet, pound, get some grocery money. Some of these other people probably will have a harder time, but I don't think that's in his fate. Just like what Academics just said about Charleston White, I think the same thing applies for JP down on another level, though.
Yeah. Honestly, shit, man, Johnny will never be homeless either. The way he fucking gravitates towards women, he'll always have somewhere, a couch, a bed to lay in. Seriously.
Yeah, that is very true. It's very true. Probably much more so than some of these men with 300 pair of shoes.
Yeah, or the lawyer.
Man, he had a lot of other things to say about NBA YoungBoy's music. I'm not sure. Have you heard any thoughts about it?
Not from Charleston, no. But
what do you think about NBA YoungBoy's music, by the way?
Well, I honestly, I probably only heard maybe about 3 of his songs in entirety. Yeah. He's not my flavor, but the way that people gravitate towards him, I think is fascinating. Like he's got. This is gonna sound crazy to folks, but you got to pay attention to the way this man moves. He's got a Michael Jackson like appeal to the Gen Zs and the Alphas. I don't know why. I just know that it's there. Like they love NBA YoungBoy, man. They love, and if you look at this tour and just how he's drawn the emotion out of these people, and it's not just black folks. The black folks is beating up everybody at the concerts, but there's other ethnicities there. They're crying, they're falling out, they're chasing them up and down the street. Like he's got something. I don't get it. It's beyond my I think I've aged out of the NBA YoungBoy demographic, but he's got it.
Well, let me play a few clips of NBA of Charleston White on NBA YoungBoy. May sound familiar to some of you people. Oh, that man started all the way back.
They flocking around him.
No, they think his voice.
He's a tool of white supremacy.
No,
he's a tool that's being used for white supremacy to dumb down our youth to keep them stuck in a pain. He ain't got no pain release music because they still turn around getting in trouble in school. They still turn around being disrespectful. Man, please. He a puppet that they use him for tax write-off to donate money to the 501c3. Once I start seeing him, he coming to the town, donate. I said, oh, homie, he the puppet. They better go read The Revolution Will Not Be Funded. Homie, he the puppet, my nigga.
That's a good book.
Once they go.
I never even heard of it before.
Yeah.
It's a book. Yeah. I thought it was not be televised. It's not be funded too.
Yeah, the revolution will not be. It's about the nonprofit industrial complex.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've read that.
Yeah. You know, speaking of nonprofits, man, there are so many of them out here. You know, I didn't even know anything about that world until I moved to DC.
Yeah.
The nonprofits I was familiar with, like Goodwill.
Yeah. Well, DC's a whole nother ball game, John, because really those are NGOs there. They function like national nonprofits versus many of the other ones. Yeah.
You know, I've worked for Getty Foundation, the contract for them. That's on the West Coast. But then I worked for Howard Hughes, and they're two kind of recluse-like guys, right?
Yep.
I worked for the Howard Hughes Medical Institute. And I got to DC. I worked here in Howard Hughes, you know. And then I met a few people, and they were in the nonprofit world. And I think they talked about like the Ford Foundation being the height of the nonprofit world.
Yep.
We make a lot of money. I wasn't even aware of all that.
Yeah, Crown Reese knows what's up.
Yeah, Crown. Is he in the nonprofit world too?
No, I think he's just well read. He said that's a good book. I put the link of the in the chat for everybody. If you want to check the book out, that's the Amazon link.
Money, telling him which 501c3. I'm looking way deeper than what y'all trying to get me to look. You homie, listen. That anytime a politician starts flocking around a black entertainer, then guess what? He ain't for the people. Nigga, he's being used. There's no way he's too young to have a voice just coming off court-ordered medication by the judge. I read.
Listen, so what Charleston White is saying is that this boy is on court-ordered psychotropic drugs, not unlike Michael Jackson. I think Michael Jackson was on some kind of drugs, psychotic type drugs. Very interesting.
His probation stipulation before he got the pardon. I know the lady who pardoned can get on the phone right now. I know the lady who got him the pardon. Had he not gotten the pardon, he'd still be walking like a zombie because the court had him ordered to take psychotropic drugs the same way they doing Diddy. So anytime the government officials is getting close to your medicine to make it for crazy people.
Stop him.
I'm not. When have I ever got before the camera and not spoke facts with this kind of passion? So I'm telling you, go look at how many had him on medication.
I know Diddy's on. He's definitely medication.
It's been court ordered,
yeah,
meaning you're forced to take it. So why do you think they have this kid on a 16-hour schedule while he's on this tour? He haven't had freedom in years.
He's pardoned, so no court order matters.
No. I know he's free of that now. That's why they said, man, when his ass free now, he might go crazy. Let's come up with a 16-hour schedule. That's what they do in the boys' home. That's the schedule they give you. He comes from the juvenile system just like me. A 16-hour. I looked at it, homie. Every hour.
Now,
I didn't know anything about this 16-hour schedule. What is it about?
He's not like. Now we talked about this a couple times, John, both on and off stream. And I said there's something about M.A. Youngboy that helped him get to this level. And I think it's when they put him away over in Utah because they had to keep him out of all the nonsense. Now, Charleston White, besides the only part that I don't agree with Charleston White here is he's a tool for white supremacy. He needs to break that down a little bit further. But M.A. Youngboy is being used because he is a revenue generating artist. With no mainstream publicity at all. The man drives a lot, he can get a lot of money. But here's the rub with this. And Charleston White, he's playing the game right now. You know, he's speaking facts. He's playing the game because he's leaning on black folks right now. He's saying he's a tool for white supremacy. These white folks, they got him. They doing what they want to do with him. But again, they have to because if they don't, the motherfucker's gonna ruin the revenue.
Yeah.
He's too reckless.
Yeah, and he's very valuable and reckless.
Yes.
So you put him on drugs, keep him under wraps, and you see how it all works out. I guess this.
There's levels to it, John, right? You can domesticate an animal and you can neuter an animal. So this is what's happening. He was domesticated and now they got to cut his nuts off with the 16 hours because they have to keep him contained to keep the money flowing in.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's somewhat what he's saying. That's somewhat what he's saying here in a very crude way there.
I was accounted for. And it's great to keep him in structure, but he's structured right now. I fuck with him. But listen, homie,
why not try to get your voice to appeal to him?
I don't give a fuck about appealing to him. He don't make law, nigga, and can't.
Fans are retarded.
They are.
Did you hear this? I gotta listen to this, University.
some of the kids you're mentioning when you say like his fans are retarded.
They are. And I tell
his music. Hold on, his music appeals to even me.
You retarded, nigga. You sitting up. You retarded, nigga.
Yo, what is? Yo,
you can't relate to it.
No.
What do you? I mean, he called academic retarded, but you know, and they're going to get a little bit deeper into it. But just that initial statement, the music is for retarded people.
ADHD music.
Is that what you call it? ADHD?
Yeah, it literally it is like attention deficit. You don't need to focus on the lyrics; you just feel it.
That's interesting.
You can barely tell what he's saying. Okay, it's all attention deficit, hyperactivity.
Hey, boy, when that was so weird, I just pull up in this motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Think about the clip we seen, John. Think about the clip that the punching.
Oh yeah.
The dancing. That's how little niggas look like in the snap program in the special ed class. They be like in there. They be in there singing the lyrics, doing them punching dances. Just violent little motherfucker.
Get out of their way, man.
Yeah.
Get out of their way. Let's go.
It brings out sometimes. You know what evokes and
Tupac did for me.
Don't troll me now. You know what evokes for me? Sometimes it evokes maybe not pain that's really like ever present with me, but like maybe some suppressed stuff, or sometimes it even brings me to a place where I feel like I'm feeling something. You ever felt like you're not even really feeling that emotion, but something makes you feel something? It's like watching a movie that is about heartbreak. You're not going through heartbreak, but it made you feel heartbreak.
And I've listened to it. I'm telling you, this is why I say I hear pain.
Stop laughing at me. Let me over here tell I hear retarded nigga.
So this is why I say I hear pain, I hear hurt, that at times turns to anger, that lashes out in violence, right? So a lot of kids is hurting and come listen to it and really shouldn't hurt you. Yes, a lot of kids hurt who have turned to anger and tap into the anger and they don't act out. Because a lot of portion of it do. We had drive-by music. We literally thought problem, get them some dope guidance, can go and fix in them switch, but their conditions and their situation, some medication, kind of think teenage life from pain and music.
He's going to certificate or some type of award. He said, I've done a lot of improvement in my life. That he was a kid as you age. Why?
Don't blame me, no nigga just got out of penitentiary. I don't give a damn how much influence he got over kids. Don't blame me, nobody who just.
You can't have it both ways.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Look. Here we go. This guy right here. Okay, that's how it started.
And that was a grown man. I told you.
Look. Then they beat him some more.
I told y'all. Look. I told they were angry, violent. I told y'all. This is everything I said they was. This is everything I said they
was. ADHD music.
I don't know why Academic played that video of them more or less proving Charleston White's point.
Mm-hmm. And he also, that's a grown ass man. It don't matter, man. You know,
but he said 2 words though. He said "Free Dirk," which is another rapper that's in prison, and they attacked this man viciously for 2 words.
But Dirk has issues with NBA YoungBoy. I don't know if you know about this history.
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with this.
I don't know all the ins and outs, but so saying that in that environment where you got these emotionally charged up crazy Negroes, and it's like saying fuck NBA YoungBoy, so they're gonna fuck you up, right?
Yeah.
So he messed up there. That was a miss. Miss like, on that passport.
When did they get into problems with issues with each other? Because it seemed like one is in prison while the other one is
that had to be about 5-6 years ago. It was a long time ago.
This would have been when they were children. Then they were, not children, but
they were in their late teens. Yeah.
17, 18, 19 years old. Wow, that is amazing. The beef never end, I guess. And so this is academics. Drop the link for Latino there. But this is academics playing a video and Charleston White saying, "See, you proved my point."
Here we go. This guy right here. Okay, that's how it started.
And that was a grown man. I told
look. Then they beat him some more.
I told y'all, I told they were angry, violent. I told y'all, this is everything I said they was. This is everything I said they was.
And then
they all like that. You trying to say
this?
You saying that retarded.
After this,
you just proved my point. The whole
after this, they gave him a wristband to come to the back, and he caught another one.
This is what I'm talking about. These are the children. These all of them.
You can't say they're not like that.
No, hold on. Listen, they did not disrespect YB. This is what I was just explaining.
They are disrespecting by saying
no.
In his venue.
No, man, listen to me. You have no right to hurt people. These are the children who don't know. They don't know restraint. They don't know how to stop from being violent. These are real savages. So man, these are real savage people who listen. This is the music. These are his fans displaying the behavior of the music. They're all like that. And man, I'm telling you, I'm with the police. Stop this shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say.
And he's trying to say the show good.
No,
it's good on stage.
That's a great show.
It's good on stage. But this is what's happening to the people in the crowd. It happened to an old white man. They do an old white man like that. The same thing. And he didn't say nothing. But
you're damned if you do it, you're damned if you don't.
No,
because
you're not.
Because if they don't do nothing, you'd be like, yo, all they do is talk. They don't do nothing. When they do it, you'd be like, look, they're violent.
Listen to me. Hold on. But you're doing it to somebody that's not violent. All you're doing to somebody who said something, not done anything to hurt you.
Yeah, but in the black community,
no.
Words hurt more than the fist.
In the black community, in the black community,
the tongue is the most powerful
in the black community, we're not.
Now, what's interesting is in this, I don't know if is it Latino up? Oh, you didn't let him up, Universal. What's interesting in this Universal, and Charleston White corrects him. Academics is not Black American, as they say, right? He's Jamaican.
Correct.
And so he's trying,
Black.
He's more or less making excuses for Black people acting out in violence due to words, right? Did you catch that?
Yeah, he's caping. Yeah.
Right. He's saying, in the Black community, well, a lot of Blacks say you're not in the Black community.
Right.
Right. So stop speaking for us, making excuses for Black bad behavior.
Yeah, but in the Black community,
no.
Words hurt more than the fist.
In the black community, in the black community,
the tongue is the most powerful
in the black community, we're not all mentally retarded and emotionally impulsive where we act out of violence. Only those fans do that. Black people have sense, and we know to ignore people who saying things that make us uncomfortable. We don't hurt them and attack them. Nah, homie, you ain't finna put that on black people, my nigga. Them YB fans, them ain't black people, them monkeys, they're savage monkeys.
See, Dan's got a warning. He said Houston ain't the place to play. He said, I know plenty of people.
Houston,
anyway. Interesting. It's very interesting. There's Charleston White trying to make some distinctions there, saying, hey, Black people don't respond to words violently, though we've seen it. And here's academics trying to say, well, there are some words that Blacks do respond violently to, and he's making excuses for it. I guess you could kind of say that. What are your thoughts on that?
Go ahead, Latino. You just came up, man. Hop in.
No, I mean, he's just coping, to be honest with you. But I really don't have no thoughts on that. The reason why the beef with Young Boy and the other side is because of King Von and Little Tim. And Little Tim is part of NBA Young Boy. And these people had basically collabed before in the past. And I don't know what happened where I think I believe King Von was going out with one of Young Boy NBA's baby mamas.
Yeah.
And that's where the whole beef incident and all that shit started. Yep.
A lot of these things center around women. I mean, Charleston White and Danza Project, woman. Yep. A lot of these rappers, I think the YB boy mentioned Dirk's baby mama in one of his songs, India, whatever her name is. I think it was Dirk. Could have been King Von, one of them too. But it's very interesting. Again, this is
what's funny is that basically, okay, that's the NBA YoungBoy's baby mama, right? But his friends, right? His group of friends or whatever you want to call it, they take on his problems. You understand? So I find that shit to be kind of crazy to me, because it's like, if you're having an issue with your lady and some other dude in the Spanish community, it's like that's your issue, dude.
Yeah, that would make no sense.
It used to be like that with blacks too, but what has happened, and this is my own theory here, with the breakdown of the family, a lot of black males have found family in their friends. That's why they say shit like twin. They have and loyalty is important.
Yeah,
and it's even gotten so deep where they rather their chick fuck their friend than fuck a dude they don't know. That's how deep it is right now.
Crazy.
Yeah. So like and I would say this is most black males like 25 and under. It's their mindset is that me and my boy are closer than anything. I'll ride and die for him more than I would my own blood to a certain extent, because he's the only person I trust. We've been through the thick and thin together. Like, that's the psychology behind it.
Yeah. Hey, man, Hope 7 still see here. I got to tell you guys a landlord story. Oh, bro, he's gonna touch on a lot of things. That's why the title is "The White Man's Labor is the Gold Standard," still the gold standard to this day. Yeah, it's hard to finally be brave out here.
Shit,
hard to finally be brave out here. But man, I want to run past a couple clips with you guys while I have you here. I want to get your opinions on these things. No particular order. Or maybe it is a particular order. So,
shit, John, talking about the white man, I put a video up yesterday in that 1 hour stream I did. A white man climbing up on towers and with no harness and shit. And not once I seen a Hispanic dude up there or a black dude. So
yeah, John, I was gonna say
they build America.
Here's the first clip. I want to get you guys.
Latino, prepare yourself for this, man. I seen this, John.
Universal Mention breakdown. Guys, you've probably heard me talk about how people fight inside of my houses.
Get out of here.
This is
no way.
Yes.
Grandma and granddaughter. And again, you don't need to see the entire video to get the
gist. Yeah, they do. Oh,
you want to see the entire video to get
the yes, they do. Granny held her own, John.
Yeah, grandma did hold on.
Bro, like, yo, can I explain what would happen in if this happened in my house? Like, you want to know what would happen?
Yes. Back in the day, it would happen in my house too.
Everybody will beat the hell out of whoever hit that old lady.
Yeah, back in the day, it would happen in my house
too. Or not. It don't matter. Everybody's just gonna come and get you, bro.
Back in the day, it would happen in my house too. But I think this is a sign of what is going terribly wrong here. The bigger thing is what you don't see in that video is that there was not one man to break up the fight.
Bingo.
That's crazy, bro.
Bingo.
And there probably won't be a man around to come and chastise that young lady for fighting grandma, granddaddy, daddy.
He probably get hit too.
Bro, man, nobody, Well, maybe he can at least fight back.
What I was just saying about the breakdown of the family, this is another good example of this. There's no more respect for elders. There's no more blood is thicker than water. It's all about who you vibe with at this point. And I noticed this change probably about 10 years ago. I remember I used to be a school-based therapist. And I remember these two black kids were arguing, and this kid said, "Fuck your mom." And the girl said back to boy, it was a boy and a girl, and the girl said back, "I don't give a fuck about that bitch anyway. Yeah, fuck her." And I was like, whoa. Now, when I was in high school 20 years ago, somebody said, "Fuck your mom." We fighting.
Get punched right in your mouth.
But that little girl said, "Yeah, fuck her. She ain't shit anyway." So I was like, wow, big change.
It's like I told John, it's not much that will get me angry up on here, bro. Like, you got to mention my kids or my mom or something like that.
Right.
And even then.
Here's a video, guys, in it. I think it's, this kind of rolls into our looking past the veneers here. This is what is it, Little Benny? What his name is? What's this guy's name right here?
I don't know who that is.
Frankie Lyman.
Oh wow.
We can't play the music, but look how he's dressed. This is probably the 50s. It's probably the 50s or 60s, right?
Yeah, I know who that is.
It might be earlier than that, John. This has to be the 50s. I think it's the 50s.
And so here's the song he's singing. I'll give you a brief snippet. Okay. And so now that you have the song that he's singing, I'm going to mute it. And then I want you to look at the audience response. And so you see the audience there, white men, white women, all white. Man, maybe it was a segregated at the time. But, you know, he was dressed rather conservatively. And all full of people, they were dressed conservatively as well. And so, you know, just getting into the part of this series we're going to be doing, how did the men's style of dress change so dramatically? Today, if he had a suit on, he'd have some Air Jordans on with the suit.
It sure will.
I know when that happened, and I could tell you.
Go for it.
So you remember in the 70s when all those Mac Daddy, Big Daddy Kane, all those type of movies used to come out.
Blaxploitation.
Yeah, so that was like the thing to be cool, right? Because you got to understand in those movies, what kind of women were they fucking?
Whores, for the most part.
What type of race of women?
Oh, white. Well, the white and black mainly. Yeah, it was mainly black and blaxploitation, but there were some white girls in there too.
Yeah, there you go. So that was like the thing to be. So it was like, you know, the jive talk and all that shit. I'm telling you, man.
But still the dress was, you know, they weren't wearing sneakers and very colorful. I don't know. I wasn't living back then, but they weren't dressed like that. They're not dressed like that.
Of course not.
And not even where near. Now it's almost a childlike dress. You see some of the colorful outfits that some of these grown men have on. Maybe I'll show you something later. You'll be like, damn, like who dressed him? A child? You know, Jim Jones out there. Jim Jones.
Like they wearing FUBU.
here's a woman here. You may be, I'm not very familiar with it. But again, I think this really kind of highlights dating, male, female relationships.
Is that JT? Scroll to the top. Might say her name. Summer Walker. All right.
I don't know who this. I don't know who she is. Never heard of her. But here she is speaking.
I will leave you.
Figure it out. So you're here to just bleed them dry.
Yes.
As soon as you get everything, you're off.
That's crazy.
Do you normally seek out the victims, or do they come? Is it inbound calls?
Oh, no. I never chase.
So it's never outbound.
I only attract.
Inbound only.
And if you came and talked to me, that's your fault.
Right, your prerogative. You signed up for this.
Ladies, if you try to ride or die, you will, in fact, die. Don't do that no more. You look stupid.
I do want to think, and maybe this is me being optimistic, that not like 100% exclusively that will be the experience. You know, maybe there are some good dynamic.
He more hopeful than she is. You notice that? I do want to think that there are some good relationships out here. And she's saying, ladies, suck them dry.
Some good dynamics. Still left, you know?
It could be.
I'm
not a man hater. I don't know. I just don't like them anymore. Like
when you say them,
like men, I don't like.
And what the hell is she talking about? Like, you know, there's something there. I'm not sure if she's intelligent enough to articulate it, but that's just not normal. It wasn't that way when I was growing up. Young women saying, I don't like boys. Maybe as a young girl, you know, 9 years old, I don't like boys, but she has children. I think she has children.
Or maybe she meant it in the aspect of she likes not boys, but she likes men.
I don't think she meant it that way. She can't split the hairs with these.
But John, in the back chat, I sent you the quite opposite of that.
What we're running into is fifth wave feminism, gentlemen. It's 100% misandry, which is the hatred of men. A lot of women are at this point, and black women are I think a little farther down this road than other ethnicities. Black American women are a little farther down the road than other ethnicities because of the messed up male female dynamic that we have. They have a lot of reason to hate men because black men and collectively have not been able to do the things that other ethnicities of men have been able to do. So the women feel like they've had to carry the load and be the backbone of the community and all this shit where they're tired. They want to be princesses like they think other women are, and they're not. So they're like, fuck these men. We just do it on our own. And that,
have you been hearing the issues with Raging Tomato and
yeah.
I was talking to Ponder about it. Ponder was saying, it's like, maybe she got kind of ahead of her skis there.
Yeah.
And, I haven't followed this situation closely, so I can't really comment on it.
It's interesting.
Is it really? Yeah.
I mean, I think it's interesting. I think it's kind of a dead issue, though. At the end of the day, and we got a guest in the back, John.
You can't let him up?
Yeah, I can let him up. Who's the stage? Be brave.
Uh-oh.
What up,
Brave? Oh, you Brave? You gonna make me change the topic? Damn, Brave, you gonna make me change the topic, Brave.
My mind was blown at the when you look back at those old films, and you'll see a black man in suits singing to all white women. Now you would think in a sensible society back then that no, this is a black man singing.
Mm-hmm.
You would think they would bring a lot of black females in there to participate. That's why I'm saying that people don't understand how engineered we are. They really don't. And then you fast forward to this dumb bitch saying, ladies, there's no such a thing as ride or die. I mean, they have flat goddamn destroyed black culture.
Exactly.
These white rulers of the fucking planet have destroyed black culture. That's why I always say black people need to become conspiracy theorists. And there's no reason to getting angry. But you can't blame stupid, silly old fellow white peasants that are around you. There's a big old machine that kicked you right in the shins.
Brave, we gotta jump right in it. Goddamn Brave, come on, we gotta jump right in it. Brave, you ever heard a white man talk like this?
Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not an ugly dude, I don't think, by any stretch of the imagination. At the same time, I'm a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? A 5. I'm a 5. You know what I'm saying? If I had to be judged, I'm a 5.
This man told me on his panel, he said, I look better than you. We the same age. I look better than you.
Oh, God.
You ever told another man you look better than him lately, bro, even in your last 40 years of your life?
Oh, I've said it before, just because somebody's smart mouthing and, trying to smart mouth me. I'm going, you can say anything you want about me, but I bet you I get a prettier girl than you.
Well, get a prettier girl. Getting a prettier girl has nothing to do with how you look.
Oh, yes, it does. You ain't going to be some raggedy ass dude.
I mean, you can get a pretty girl and not be the most attractive man.
Yeah, if you
got money.
Or if you just got that it about you.
That's right. Okay, so I'm saying, okay, let's say this. Okay,
but men don't
let's determine what we're talking handsome. I'm not talking facial perfect or nothing. You got to be in shape, is what I'm saying. You're not going to be a slob male and go around getting pretty girls.
But men don't typically talk about how they look compared to other men.
No, they don't. They do. Unless it's I have traded insults before. That's like, yeah, say
I mean, if you're trading
a lot of times you're attacking my material existence. That's what I'm.
How would you have you ever rated yourself? Would you say you're like a 5 or 6 or 7?
No, I was quite aware when I was a young man from the attention I got from females. I had to be at least an 8.
Well, but again, that's how you think they rate you.
Yeah,
I've never rated myself.
No,
I've never rated another man.
I've never rated myself.
Am I off here? Am I missing something? Am I tripping? Like,
I think you rated
No, you're
yourself
not tripping.
unknowingly. I
I
think
don't
you
even
rated
compare
yourself
myself to
with
another man. I don't
acknowledgement.
even feel like I'm competing with another man.
No. That's
Never even thought about it like that.
that's taking it too far. I'm saying you rated yourself, John, without acknowledging it. You've looked in the mirror and went, yeah, you're a pretty good looking dude.
Man,
Now
all
don't
right, man.
tell me you haven't, buddy.
I mean, I know I'm not unattractive, and I'm not scarred up in the face or anything like that. But you know, Brady, the title of my stream is The White Man's.
Have you ever looked in the mirror and flexed your physique to make sure your back is straight, you're standing properly, and things like that?
I probably just do it,
That's what I'm saying. You didn't do it and acknowledge it, but I'm telling you, the mirror. You got to use the mirror. That's how you straighten your posture up, make sure you look right, and everything's okay, man. Shit.
Indeed, you're right. You're right. I guess I just don't. I guess I just never rated myself. I always strive for perfection, never in comparison to another man. I guess.
No, I'm not. No, I don't go around doing that too. I don't do it.
But Brady, I want to tell you this story about the white man's.
I want to ask Universal a question though before.
Go ahead.
Universal. Your trade, your profession is you're a counselor, or
yeah,
a master's degree, or
I have two masters and I'm in a PhD program now.
Wow. Universal, tell all us out here how many humans are you directly helping people, or are you overseeing other counselors?
Yeah, I'm overseeing other counselors at this point. I don't practice clinically anymore. I run an organization that works with other therapists.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're not talking. In your days of one-on-one, you doing the counseling, correct?
Yep.
What percentage of humans, I don't know if you can say this without, causing problems for yourself or not.
Sure.
But what percentage of humans did you just sit back and say, you self-pitying, whining piece of shit, get over it? What percentage of humans, when you were counseling him, did you think that?
To be honest with you, Brave, I spent about 8 years clinically working full time. I would say probably about 90%.
That's what people don't understand when it comes to mental health. They won't admit that. That's how sick we are as a fucking society. Here's a guy up to his neck in the business of helping other people with their confusion, and he's sitting back thinking, and I understand because I'm sure it would be, I guess 90 or 85% for sure, because you always got people that are genuinely confused and soft-hearted and need a little bit of straightening and putting back on a path. Most people are pissing and moaning with self-pity, aren't they? Am I wrong?
No, you're right, man. And honestly, the way that the industry has shaped up over the last maybe 20 years or so, Brave, has been to really enable that behavior. It's not really to help people. That's kind of one of the reasons why I kind of got out of it, because when you really start to help people, you start to hold them accountable. And when people are held accountable, they feel uncomfortable. And since this is a female-dominated industry,
oh my Lord, you're kidding me, really? Not that many.
Now I will say this: the influencers of psychology have been men, but over probably since the mid '90s, it's pretty much a female-dominated industry on the master's level. That's where most of your therapists, social workers are, etc.
Oh yeah, all the psychology has been written by men, because men, as I say, we're the ones that move heavy logs and go to war.
In fact, let me show something.
I mean, and we're more direct. Be brave. Like look at yourself. It's a great example. You direct with it. Look at John. He's direct with it.
Let me show you guys something. Let me.
It's not a matter of direct as much as it is. It's a matter of really that we're the ones with the muscles that move rocks and build things.
I get it and understand all that, but
war. The war part is what makes us the thinkers. That's what women cannot get out of there. Can't get past that.
So this is the thing. It's like how you gonna help me if you secondary to me in the sense.
Let's see if I can share this. I'm gonna try to share my screen real quick, John.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've never.
This is from a training that I did a few weeks ago. Can y'all see that clearly?
Yes.
Clear enough. So if there was a Mount Rushmore of psychology,
yeah,
these 10 faces would be on that Mount. It'd be an extended Mount Rushmore.
So these are all white.
So you
So
got
we're
Freud,
talking
Young,
philosophers. Okay,
Bandura.
all right, we're talking philosophers. You're talking psychologists here. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, these are psychologists. These are the folks who've given the foundational works to the field of mental health, psychology, and to a certain extent social services in general.
Have you
All
ever
white
looked at
men.
the percentage of these fellas that were small hats?
I don't know exactly, Bray, but probably half.
I'm going to tell you, there's 2 of them that are not.
There's probably, I would say, either 4 or 5 of them are definitely small.
Brave is right.
See, people just don't understand. People don't understand how deep things run in our society.
Yeah.
We're so fortunate, but we just don't want to look at the things that. It's not frightening. It's not earth-shattering. It's just simple, stupid, interesting realities that if you connect the dots, you can see how we kind of ended up here.
Yeah.
There's a certain, agenda to take people where we end up helpless. There's your practice.
Correct.
They absolutely thrive on people wallowing in self-pity.
Yeah. And I brought that up to show everybody, to make a point. We've gotten away. No, you're good. This actually ties right back to what we were talking about before you hopped on.
Yeah, the men.
These guys were no nonsense guys. They used a lot of unorthodox, ways of thinking and methods to prove their points. And we've gotten away from that for a long time now, where now therapy, psycho counseling, all this stuff is really placating behaviors and not helping people move forward, where they were really moving the needle and getting down to the business of what's happening with human behavior. Some of the stuff they did was sick, and but it was earth shattering because they didn't have any rules back then. They didn't have any regulations. They would just try shit and figure out if it works and how it makes people tick. We can't do those things anymore because we've softened up human behavior. And I make that point to connect back to what John was talking about earlier, because this is what you get when you don't keep it real with humans. You get what we see with the NBA young boys. when you soften up the world to placate the behaviors, people will run ragged, and you'll get this nonsense that we have today. So
this is why I think the white race has not fallen as hard for the engineering as the black race have. The white race have stood back and went, I don't know if it's an IQ thing or not, but the white race has stood back and went, okay, we know, okay, we're being engineered, but just hold on a minute, okay? Yeah, we're going to carry on with this practice and these behaviors, and we're going to hang tough. Whereas blacks, for some reason, have just rolled over and become completely submissive to the engineering. And that's how you got that's how you get this men acting like they are. People apologizing, black women saying stupid shit like there's no such a thing as a real marriage, things like that. It's just like, because she's just going by what all the other black people around her.
Well, you see it Brave, you see it on the other side too, in that you see that man that we showed you the other day, he was talking all this misogyny, blah blah. I want to see a woman president. My woman makes me feel vulnerable. Crazy talk. It's just like gobbledygook out of the Democrat playbook. That he's just espousing.
The Democrats, though, buddy.
Well, you know what I mean, like.
I know what you're saying, though. It's out of the Democrat playbook. You're correct.
Yeah, he's a Democrat.
Those are the foot soldiers, is what you're saying is correct.
Right. He's a Democrat, and those are the language of the Democrats. They have misogyny, a woman's world, vulnerable, emotional, blah 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 blah. Yeah. You hear it all the time. So. That's a very interesting aspect of it, to hear men talk like that. As I said,
I think it's interesting. When you get a hold of your PhD, you're going to go private or stay within organizations, or hard?
Oh no, I'm already making moves to go private right now. My plan is to just, because I already have a side consulting business, so my plan is just to do that full time once I'm all done with my PhD.
Consulting in behavior or business or what?
Well, so both behavioral health consulting and leadership. So I do a lot of trainings. I'm pretty much a problem solver. If something's fucked up in your organization, people call me, I come in there and fix it. That's really what I do. Whether it's a governmental entity, a nonprofit, or healthcare, sometimes schools as well. I'll come in, because all human behavior stuff, work with teams, train folks. Sometimes I do some coaching as well. I do a lot of trainings and presentations and stuff like that.
Coaching in what? Thinking?
pretty much coaching like managers, leaders in organizations. They're having issues with their teams, team building type stuff, things of that nature.
Oh wow, very good.
Yeah, man.
So it's just but yeah, you know, you're up your neck in it. You're up. That's why I say people that are in the field of psychology, they see more than anybody else wants to really realize.
Man.
If they would have the third to acknowledge it and not just worry about making the money, because there's a lot of people in the field that are, you know, have master's degree that go headline and sinker with, oh, your self-pity isn't self-pity. You really have problems.
No.
I know probably 90% of social workers think like that.
The way I
There
practice,
are about 10% of social workers, folks, you can bet they're sitting back going, motherfucker, are we screwed?
yeah. Oh man, there's so many secrets I have of people, man. It's amazing, man. And you'll be surprised how much shit people go through and how much they carry with them. And these are notable people you see on the news, people that.
Well, I think a lot of people would be surprised at how when people say what they go through, isn't that abnormal from what most people go through?
It's not, and that was one of the things.
Bullshit. Everybody experiences bullshit. I'm saying this culture. I've always said this culture raises people to be fucking insane, and you work your adult life back to sanity.
Yeah,
that's how many people are fucked up in these households. But yet, excuse me, there's only one group of people really tearing the shit up and using it as an excuse.
Well, yeah, we use our fucked upness as a badge of honor. It's like a fucking cultural, it's a status thing. It's weird. And that's
who had the most who wins the most fucked up life contest?
Yeah, it's the oppression Olympics, the trauma Olympics. But it's crazy.
No, that's what I said. I just wanted to. I always when I talk to you, I always forget to ask you that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't want to face the reality that we've got it so fucking good here that people make up fucking problems. And I don't give a fuck if you actually had a crazy parent or two. I understand that was a reality. But in the end, everything is so smooth here that it's nothing to smooth yourself back out.
Correct. You can bounce back quickly.
In this country, there's no place to bounce back as easy as you can bounce back here. All you got to do is pull yourself up, say, okay, that's enough. I've had enough. And out there in the world, in this country, is a way to fucking smooth right out.
Yep.
And yet we hang on to fucking self-pity. And I see it all the time. I see people hanging on to self-pity to the extent. That's why I want to write a book and I'm serious. Would you please go fucking delete yourself?
Control, Alt, Delete. That's what you should call it, Bray.
Well, you know what I put in the title instead of delete.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I'm serious. I mean it. And there's people that's like, if you're that fucking pissing and moaning when you've got it this good, and this ain't about black or white. This pertains to anybody. If you're pissing and moaning and you've got it this good, because I know how good we got it as a bottom feeder, go away. Go to the next life and try again. Because those people invariably tear the shit out of a lot of people around them.
Yeah, all the time, man. It's crazy.
What's next, John?
Oh, Bray, let's see where I was going to go with it. So I have on the screen here, there's an interesting question that was asked by Questions to Ponder here. This is doing a street interview here a couple weeks back. And you hear questions asked. These are Muslim guys here.
Listen. Your opinion about New York City, the new mayor, he is polling in very, very high. I'm Donnie. He's a young fellow.
Yeah, you're gonna be a Muslim mayor. What do you think? Aside from being Muslim, it's obviously cool to see as a Muslim, but seeing what he's doing, how he's actually focusing on the city. Did you see that one clip of asking all the mayoral candidates where you want to go if you become mayor? Yeah. They all said they're going to Israel. Is that what they said? They all said that. He said, I'm staying in New York. I'm going to be New York's mayor. What am I going to Israel for? Yeah. So I agree with that. Yeah. I didn't know he said that. Yeah, he's for the people of New York. That's good. Yeah. That's how a mayor should be. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. My man.
All right, so that was that. And then here is this.
Here is what we stand for, my friends. We are going to freeze the rent for more than 2 million rent-stabilized tenants. And use every resource at our disposal to build housing for everyone who needs it. We are going to eliminate the fare on every single bus line and make what are currently the slowest buses in the nation move around this city with ease. And we are going to create universal child care at no cost to parents. So New Yorkers can raise their family in the city they love. Together, New York, we're going to freeze the... Together, New York, we're going to make buses fast and... Together, New York, we're going to deliver universal... We will make our city one where every person who calls it home can live a dignified life.
What do you think about that, Brave?
I think that I hate to break it to everybody and all you fucking idiot fucking conservatives out there, but you see a lot of that makes a lot of sense. The only problem with it is the party that's doing it is fucking pulling everybody's leg and taking us into a pile of shit by luring us in with those wonderful ideas. That's what people don't understand. There's nothing wrong with a mayor wanting to build affordable housing, affordable transportation. The problem is what's the party that wants to do
free? He said free, bro. He didn't say
it's not free. There's taxpayers are going to pay it. There's money that's going to pay it. It's free at the point of a service, but it's not free. There's always tax money that's going to do that. No, so it's not free. The point is this. The people that want to do this also want you to fucking have rainbow bullshit read to your eight-year-olds.
Brady,
They also want
Brady. Hold on, Brady. Honestly,
I'm just saying, John.
I'm just saying, though, Brady. At the same time, Latino. I don't know if you ride the trains, but you make it free, Brave. This is what it looks like when it's at a cost.
No, that's not law. That's not free rides, John. That's no law enforcement. Get it straight.
Well, can you enforce all these different trains?
You can. Yes, if
I don't know if you can.
Train rides, you better have police pretty regularly along the systems.
So now you have publicly subsidized train rides, and then
for a while, yes, to let the animals know that you're not going to do this anymore. Yes, you would have to increase. You would have to increase the official presence if you're going to do that. Yes.
Yeah, I just don't think that you're familiar enough with the geography of the New York City train system. You'd have to hire thousands upon thousands of police. Where would you get the police from? Like,
you wouldn't have to have whatever you would do, you would have to do it for only probably a year, and then the message would be out that we expect behavior. It's a matter of straightening. It's a matter of if you straighten out a bad child, you got to ground him for 2 weeks until he gets it. It's a matter of straightening out this problem and then getting it. Now, I understand what you're saying, John, but all you conservatives that are worrying about all this free, you're fucking, not just you, John. You conservatives make me sick when you don't understand. This is a big bunch of pile of engineered shit. This guy isn't even meaning any of this. So why take it serious?
Look, free or at cost. Here's what's happening. The poor people ride free by and large anyway. The poorest of the poor ride free anyway. So everybody else is really just are the ones that are paying for it. And, so this is the outcome. It might as well make it free. I just don't know if you could police it. That's what I'm saying. Buses and trains.
No, you couldn't police it. You couldn't police it easily for year after year after year after year after year. But you could police it initially very easily.
I don't know. That would be interesting.
I know, John. I know, John. I understand.
My logical mind won't let me get there.
I know. My logical mind says we're humans and we can outsmart drunks. Can we outsmart drunken people, folks, or can we not?
But all of them aren't drunk. Some of them are
whatever they are. We can outsmart people that are out of their minds. There's things called rebuilding institutions. There's rebuilding institutions. There's facilities to house people that are out of their minds or criminally intent. I'm saying this. My logical mind says as a society, we can outsmart people that are this fucked up, and we're not being allowed to.
Well, definitely this guy right here.
Conservatives always resort to it's impossible.
I'm definitely not going to disagree with you on this one. Brave, have you heard something about the SNAP benefits? EBT SNAP delivery. I think some companies, and this is right down your alley here, Brave. Some companies, I can't remember, maybe it's DoorDash. Oh, yeah. Here it is right here, Brave. Well, let's see. Here it is right here, Brave. Where is it? Well,
if it's humanly impossible, back to it, John, how do the other countries that have high-speed rail and very well-behaved public transportation do it if it's impossible?
Well, I think it's a matter of your population. Honestly.
Thank you. Get back to it. That's what I'm saying. We're not doing what we're capable of doing. We're not allowed to. Come on.
Look at this, Brave. DoorDash launches emergency food response as SNAP funding cliff threatens to impact 40 million Americans. DoorDash launches an emergency food response, delivering 1 million free meals through food banks and waiving fees for 300,000 SNAP recipient government orders. So what they're doing is they're saying that the delivery fees that the SNAP recipients would typically pay for their food, we're going to waive them.
What they're doing
and I've long said,
mobs at bay.
Well, I've long said that the grocery stores, by and large, for the poor people, should be delivered to them. That would be a very.
Hold on, I'm sorry. The grocery store should deliver food to who?
If you're on EBT, right, and you live in a food desert, why doesn't the government just subsidize food delivery to these people?
You want that intricate involvement in societal preservation, but yet you think we can't do police on the subway?
Well, no. What I'm saying
is inconsistent, John. I won't go back.
Hold on, Bray. Hold on. What I'm saying is,
inconsistent here.
Hold on, Bray. If you look at what I just showed you, they just rolled it out.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We can do what we want to do.
But here's the thing. They already had the system, the infrastructure, everything already in place. The software was there. One of the things you might want to say if you believe in the global corporate machine is they didn't just do this overnight.
No, they didn't.
They didn't. This would have taken some coding, some testing, some retesting, coding, recoding, testing, then roll out to production and have it ready for, I guess, November 1st. So the global corporate machine has gotten ahead of this, and these benefits probably are not going away. That's the point.
Oh no, they're not going. Fuck, they can't. They can't.
But the other thing is that if there is a problem with food deserts, then why not deliver food to people? Why not just subsidize the delivery costs for EBT SNAP recipients?
Agreed.
And that would keep them out of the grocery store. Walmart has already said that they're going to keep them out of the grocery store. I think Walmart closing stores. Walmart closing stores.
I heard that too.
You heard that? Yep. So, it would make sense.
We're at Walmart.
There's also some Walmarts that are hiring extra security for the first.
Yeah. So all of these things make sense. And so let's see what it says here.
Yeah,
Walmart shut down.
Talk about the group that they're preparing to deal with.
Right. Rumors that Walmart will lock their doors.
One fucking group, man.
Let's see what it says. Walmart second video. Walmart is not locking their doors. A Walmart spokesperson told Snow Walmart is one who started the rumors. So I guess they're not doing it. That's what it looks like to be here.
I mean, but they are hiring extra
New York. Oh yeah, they better hire extra security. And around here, Brave, a lot of grocery stores are just closing.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that as well.
I didn't know it, but that doesn't surprise me at all.
There, to your point, what you showed in the supermarket. So you see how that supermarket that you were in was empty, right?
Yeah.
So there's supermarkets not around my area, supermarkets that are taking precautions, and basically they're not loading up this month on essentials that they usually would. Does that
Now,
make sense?
you know what's now you know what's interesting, and if you look at the video that I showed you, there was no one in the grocery store on the 28th of the month. I think it was the 28th. Yeah, it was the 28th. And so I think that shows you just how little money these people have around here. This is the end of the month. They're out of money. They're waiting on the food stamps to come. The grocery store. Did you see that video, Brave? I showed of the grocery store in my neighborhood. Totally empty.
Yeah, I did. That's what I was going to say. Isn't that normal at the end of the month? There's just not that much business.
Well,
I'm sorry.
people tend to eat. Well, people tend to eat, evenly throughout the year, right? Throughout the month, right? You don't eat more during the first of the month than you do at the end.
Well, if you don't have any money, you do.
Well, okay, well, that's depending on the proportion of people, then it's going to show up at your grocery store toward the end of the month. If you have a bunch of working people getting paid every 2 weeks, they're spacing their grocery shopping out, correct? Well, for people, they just go load up in the first of the month, right? The food stamps come on their car, they load up. By the end of the month, they're out of food stamps. They're waiting around right now, like can't wait till tomorrow. Midnight tomorrow.
Are you hearing any Latin people talk about shoplifting, mass shoplifting, Latino?
Yeah,
I have seen clips only of one individual. I don't even know if he's Hispanic, but I'm just going to assume that he is. But I have seen them complain about it, but not to the extent where they're saying that they want to rob and do all that bullshit.
The one I seen, the one white guy was sitting in a store, propped, fat, slobby ass pig, probably a prop, probably a staged agitation prop. He was sitting there saying, I ain't got any food stamps, so I'm going to sit here and eat. And the guy was saying right in the aisleway, and it was a white guy. So you would know that it doesn't surprise me that it just so happens on social media, the first piece of shit that's causing problems is a white guy. Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see that. I would be surprised to see. I haven't seen that, but I would be surprised to see that. Bray, one of my lady friends just texted me. She called in the other day. I don't know if she wants me to call her back on stream or not, but I would love for you to talk to her if she does, Bray. What do you think about that, Bray? You want to give it a spin? You want your magic on the young lady, Bray?
A little old mind, yeah, we can talk.
Give me a minute. Let me respond to a couple messages here. Got somebody looking for a room, Brave. Gotta try to sell the rooms, Brave. Gotta sell the rooms. Brave. Oh, Brave. Let me get into my white man segment here. This is the white man segment for you guys. Is the reason why I titled it this way. Latino.
I did a stream, by the way, of my summer little 3 and 4 month, 5 month projects and my sheds I built, stumps I removed, driveway I moved. I did a quick stream on it.
Brave.
See what a 7-year-old man can still do if you stay the fuck moving.
You've heard me, talk about how when I hear Ryan and you talk about screws and shit, I noticed something that's missing. Say in the black ecosystem of labor. You understand? And when I was listening to your argument, and it keeps going back and forth in my head, here 2 guys arguing about something that the average person would just care less. Screws, nails, whatever is on hand. They're not really even thinking about, the strength or what, definitely not the foresight. Can I take this apart and move it somewhere else? And so I heard you talking about that, and then ultimately you won the battle with Ryan over the screws versus. Yeah. And so, and then you seen the white guy that come on it's been here. He's a roofer. If I say he go to a roof, the one you got to argue with, right?
I didn't mean anything.
Whatever, I mean, but nevertheless, he's been my roofer, and he always get it done, and he get it done right.
Yes,
white man standard. It's the white man standard. And so yesterday I hired a plumber. Not many whites out here doing a lot of plumbing, so a lot of Hispanics. So the Hispanic had to go rent a big snake. He got to the Home Depot and found out he owed them a bill from a prior rental. So he didn't have the money. Didn't have the money to pay them. So he's like, yeah, I got to go to another place and rent. I said, well, you're gonna have to do business with Home Depot at some point. Why don't you just pay them? Didn't have the money. And because he said, according to him, his wife didn't return the tool on time, or whatever. But it's just that, like, the ability to finish the job, the bullshit in their life. And I'm not saying that all white people, there are no white people that don't have it, but
yeah, we got you.
You understand? Like, I'm not speaking in absolutes, but what I am speaking is that, like, from the beginning to the end, you're less likely to have a kink if you can find a white guy.
That's right.
That he can get it done. If they both equally capable, there could always be something, maybe something in this guy's life that goes wrong. His car break down. His wife need the car. He ain't got the tool. He got to go rent a tool, but he ain't got his ID. He got his ID, but he owe a back charge to the company. So you can't go there. Now you got to go to another company to rent the tool. And then 2 days later, he finally gets it done. That's the difference between, like, you just very rarely deal, I very rarely dealt with, white tradesmen that were that damn inefficient. Go ahead.
I mean, that's my first personal choice because for the simple reason that they give you a warranty, and that's always great. Like, for instance, my mother-in-law's roof had a leak, and she had I believe, what was it, a 15-year warranty. All she had to do was find the receipt. They came up, patched it for free, and left.
And again, someone says, I'm not saying a white roofer. I've dealt with Mexican roofing. I'm not saying they're bad.
No, they're not, but they're not going to give you a warranty.
I'm saying just like the ability to maintain working capital. A lot of them are job to job in terms of maintaining working capital. Hey, man, come put this door up for me. Well, I need money for screws, nails, caulk. I'm like, damn, like, you're a handyman. You don't have screws? You don't have nails? Like, and you don't have the money to go get in, just add into the cost? You get to Home Depot, hey, I'm in Home Depot now. Can you pay for this? Like, it's just no working capital. And it leads to very inefficient work. You understand? I'm still waiting on the guy to finish my job. He should have finished it yesterday if he hadn't had the back due balance at Home Depot.
Agreed.
And so, there's just a lot of, matter of fact, let me call him and see.
Yeah, no, there's no, it's white race is magnificent still. It is.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. I don't know for how much longer, folks, but right now it's still the main game in town. You can't go wrong with it.
I mean, it's like I said, warranty. It's a guarantee.
Everything being equal, you give me a warranty. It's just between the time I hire you to the time you get it done. It's just less headaches. It's just less headaches, and it's more likely to be precise. He's more likely to take a little more pride in his work. That's everything being equal. And I'm not saying that other people don't, other groups don't. But I've seen it throughout.
Probably more white workers if you actually went commercial and dealt with established commercial outfits that do roofing and plumbing and electrical work. You're kind of going you're going the bartering route.
Yeah, my buddy Philippe, he's he tries to hire commercial. Hey, I want a room painting or something painting. He called it commercial painting company. And this is in South Carolina. So he says they sent out a white estimator, then they sent out black painters. Right? Because the black painters are going to work a job. The Hispanic painters would just go out and start painting for themselves. I'm assuming that's probably part of the equation. It's easier for a Hispanic to get work on his own.
Oh, yeah.
More trustworthy group of people versus blacks walking up to your house talking about painting. So climb up on my house and cut a hole in so you climb through here.
I had a box store to deliver a new electric range, and the Hispanic guy and the black guy came out on the truck, and the Hispanic guy was the complete business. complete communication was with all Spanish guy. The black guy, I mean, I don't blame him. He just shut up, did what he was told.
But you know, Brave, yeah, I have a clip here. Play it. This is what I've seen. Listen to this, Brave.
I don't need the couch.
Yeah,
I need more space. I need more space for the other things that I have. I have shoes. I have big time shoes.
You must have a lot of shoes. Oh, you got a lot of shoes? You must have a lot of shoes.
Yes, I'm a shoe collector, yes.
What kind of shoes
I
you
take
collect?
my shoes, I do everything.
Yeah.
And I think it's like that all across the board. They would rather have Spanish people come in because then they pay them little underneath the table and everything like that.
Oh, you think they be paying them
You
under
see
the
what I'm
table?
saying? And they take the jobs. So when they take the jobs, they sit up there and they automatically most of your restaurants nowadays,
Yeah.
you're not seeing in the back. It's Spanish people back there cooking your food.
No shit. Hear that, Brady?
Yeah, I'm always suspicious of people that complain about somebody taking jobs, because one thing I noticed as a superb, absolute magnificent laborer myself, when you do things right, people ain't worried about paying you, and they want if you perform, you're in. And I'm not saying they won't take advantage of under the table payments to Spanish people, but I'm saying that black man, if he kicked ass and rock and rolled, the Spanish aren't gonna outdo him.
Thank you, B-Break, for saying that, because I pinpointed this to John. I said that's bullshit. I don't think that those people are getting paid less. I think that the problem, it's not a problem. It's a solution.
No, it's a problem, because in his head he's blaming somebody other than
I'm talking in the perspective of the restaurant. It's a solution because you got a person that would literally probably call in one time sick in the whole year, or probably not even call sick at all. Would probably take overtime, is willing to wash the dishes if need be. You get what I'm saying? Even though they might not speak the language,
I think the bigger thing is like the environment just not comfortable for him. You know, they're probably speaking Spanish to each other, which is their probably first language. So when they're doing common tasks, not speaking to the boss, they're speaking Spanish. Hell, the boss may start to learn Spanish, and he's the odd man out in the back of the house, the only one speaking English. I've seen this before.
That's still a personal failure that he's so.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you, right?
Yeah, you're right. I get you.
Right, I'm not disagreeing with you. But imagine you being immersed in Mexico. You know, basically Mexico behind the scenes here, and he probably isn't the best chef. It doesn't because he doesn't. And he probably doesn't take well to that being in the minority.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I was going to get there. Chip on his fucking shoulder.
Yeah. So,
man, the manager.
I've worked in businesses, and I've been around where there's nothing but complete Spanish people completely surrounding me in tasks. Nobody ever had any problems. I never had problems. They didn't have problems. Nobody had problems. I didn't understand what the hell they were saying. It didn't matter. Nothing mattered. It's just a matter of it's the chip on his shoulder that his.
What type of work were you doing, Brave?
Oh my God, it's everything. Warehousing, truck driving, if I'm warehousing, I'll go into the manufacturing aspect of the business. If they need a fill-in, if there's overtime to be had doing a task in the manufacturing on the line, I'll go do it. And it's just, it's just complete fuck. I'm just saying I've been completely surrounded by Mexicans and Spanish people.
Well, I wonder, Brave, let me ask you this, Brave. I wonder is your difference in experience that they show deference to you, and they probably don't show deference to some black, maybe half-assing at the same time. That very well could be possible.
That's true. If you're half-assing and you're lazy and they're all fucking kicking ass, that's going to cause you problems. But in skin color, John, I'm telling you, these Spanish people. Okay, you got one thing correct. I ain't saying the Spanish people aren't fucking racist. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying. What I'm saying,
I ain't saying racist, but go ahead. You go ahead.
No, they are. No, they are. A lot of them.
You say that. I ain't saying.
Yeah, I'm saying, and I'm standing on it. and I'm talking skin color racist, not behavior racist.
Yeah.
Okay, but no, if that son of a bitch is kicking ass, he ain't gonna have any problems. And you're right. It may have a bit of white skin advantage, but I'm telling you, that only goes so far. When I'm just it's not like I'm coming out of the office as an executive and filling in because of an emergency, and they're paying me deference. I'm just another lowlife in the function in the organization, and it's just like, because the thing is when I get in there and I do it, here's what happens. I'm keeping up with them. I'm doing my part. And if you do your part, Spanish people, I don't care if they like you or not, you're not going to have a problem with them. They don't do that. They want their jobs. A lot of them are illegal. They're not going to cause problems at the place where they get their mouths fed.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
That's what I'm saying. My money says it's that black guy's entire fucking fault that he.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you on that. Brave, let me get you this. Listen to this, Brave.
Well, your security's to hold you there. Nigga, he's still a man. And I got
What about his security ugly? He ugly.
It don't matter. Whole like fine ugly niggas with nice bodies that can fight. There's plenty of fighting niggas ugly in the motherfucker. And the fact that she can feel secure with him and other niggas get out of his way when he say move, nigga, hold on, fuck you, nigga.
So he's saying basically a man with presence, commanding.
That's what I said
and
earlier.
he's saying he can be ugly.
That's right.
And still get women there.
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Kim? You just joined. What are your thoughts here?
Yeah, no, hey, good morning. I've been listening to the stream. What's up, Latino? What's up?
What's up?
Hey there.
Just real quick, I would say, as far as the white man, and please forgive me for just oversimplifying it. So the contractors that we do now, we have now at my wife's facility, we have to do these Jedi tricks, and this is what I mean, to keep them happy. Thank God for Harbor Freight and all these places, right? So the electrical guy I have, he's been doing some stuff unrelated to electrical, and I'll ask him, what do you need for the job? He might need a new grinder, no homo. He might need more, tools or what. I'll go to whether it be Home Depot. I may not buy the name brand tool for him, but I'll buy the tools that they need and I'll let them keep it. I'll buy the extra drywall screws. I let them keep it. And your earlier comment that don't you expect these guys to show up with their own shit? Yeah, back in the day, but the cost, because of faggot ass Biden, the cost of everything's gone up. So now extra drywall corner bead, extra drywall sheets, extra stuff that you would give no thought about. Now it's a thought. And these guys appreciate when you let them. It's like an unsaid rule. I'm not gonna fuck with them over these 2-inch drywall screws or whatnot, because who am I gonna call when I need more work done? These guys. So all the extra supplies, I let them keep. Grant, you're not over ordering and stuff like that, but yeah, thank God for all these great quality Chinese tools, because I'll just give it to the guys and let them keep it as a, and I buy them lunch every day. My wife, she'll buy them Starbucks to start the day, and then Cookout or Chick-fil-A for lunch, and just we really try to treat them well, because it develops true equity with them. They don't forget this shit. Now the other guys take it or leave it, or they might say no, just pay me more money, or I don't know. But as far as the white guys, they appreciate all of the extras you give them, because that they're going to use this. They're going to use this for their other jobs and stuff like that. So, anyways, I'm sorry, guys, for hijacking the stream. But yeah, thank God
The
for
fuck, man? You ain't gonna believe this shit. This stupid ass fucking motherfucker. Oh man.
Oh Lord, what happened?
So I said, man, I just got the phone. He said, man, I gotta go to the next county over to get the tool. So the fact that he didn't pay his Home Depot bill, and the place closest to him didn't have the tool, now he's got to go probably 30 minutes out of the way. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, just like they don't manage their business. Some of these contractors just can't manage their business. They can do the work, but all the other stuff on the periphery, they just don't do very well at it. And you can see the hassle that he's putting himself through to make the money. It probably cost him an extra $100 to do all this in time,
And probably the extension fee from the box store probably wasn't nothing but $50.
Well, he said he owes him $800. Well, maybe return.
Oh, Jesus, something else is going on there, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I'm sure they keep harping on fees until you pay it. I would imagine that they keep
I
adding
don't know
fees on
about
until you
that.
pay
You
it.
think so? You think so? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't rented a tool from there. Well, I haven't had the fees.
I've never. that could be the case, but $800. It's like says. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is or how reliable he is, but I'd sure be getting another.
Yeah, someone referred him to me, so
yeah, I'd say nothing. If you haven't paid him anything or he hadn't done anything, call him and say no bother.
He's on a wild goose chase now. So hell, ain't no. I lost nothing or gained nothing. So just
thanks, Bob. Yeah, thanks for the attempt, but you're gonna have to get yourself together and then contact me when you're back up and running. Jesus.
But here's the thing, though, Brady. You're in the business of plumbing. What does a 100-foot snake cost? About $300.
A snake?
Yeah.
If a real one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'll bet you it's more than $300. A motorized one?
Yeah.
It's more than $300.
What do you think it costs?
I don't know. I'll look one up. Look at a good motorized snake. I'm saying $700 for in a commercial outfit.
Let me call this guy right now. I'm calling the guy. Got one for sale right now.
I've never dealt with them. I'm just guessing here. A commercial snake.
Hello. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, is it what kind of? Hey, I'm the guy to call about the snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget what price it was. I responded to a couple ads. How much was it? Let me look that up.
Yeah, it's $420.
$420. And what kind of snake was it again?
I'm not sure. It was a red one, brand new.
It's let me hold on. I'm looking at it right now. Let me see if I can pull the picture up. It's shit. It looked like, was it a rigid? What's that reds? A red? It's motorized though, right?
It's what?
It's motorized, right? Like.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey, can I come this afternoon?
Sure. I thought you were gonna come in the morning.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be. I gotta come to Alexandria anyway. I'm going to right off of Franconia, so I'll be coming your way.
At what time so I can be there?
I'll probably be about.
I got a busy schedule.
Yeah, it'll probably be about.
Now I'm in Fort Washington.
Yeah, it'll probably be about look about 5 right now. Do you have it with you? Because I'm in Southeast DC right now.
I'm at work right now.
Oh, yeah, work.
A snake around.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I can be at. What is at your house or something? Is that where you live? Or is it a business?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Well, I can be out there. Yeah, I can get out there about Matter of fact, what I do is I'll send if I'm running late, I'll send a courier for it, and then I'll just pay you over online or something like that.
I'm 15 minutes from southeast.
Yeah, but I got to go to Northwest first, and then I got to come back to Alexandria. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm running late, I'll give you a time. Give me like 30 minutes. I give you time, and if I'm running late, I'll just send a courier for it. But I want the brand new one.
What do you mean a courier?
They have like services that'll just come pick it up for me, like Uber.
I can deliver if you're paying us.
Okay, shit. Well, I'll be right there off of what's it, Franconia? Right there off Franconia.
All right, well, just give me a text and let me know.
I'll do that. I'll send the address and everything.
All
right, my man. All right.
John, if you're going to buy a new snake, shouldn't you look at Harbor Freight first? Now, if that's a rigid, that's a damn good name. Did he say it was a rigid?
I'm gonna look at it.
And I'd like to know how in the hell he got a hold of it, and what makes him, what's he doing with a new one?
He got a couple of them for sale.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Why? What new? Why are they? Is he saying they're like new or are they new?
Nah, that one brand new. It's unused.
Yeah, but just like B Brave said, how does this guy have this new stuff and don't know much about it? Which means that you could probably knock off $125 off that price because he probably fell off a banana truck or something.
Can you see it right there?
Yeah, we see it. We see any names?
The color looked like rigid. Doesn't it? He said he didn't know the name of it.
Yeah, if you can't expand it, I don't know. If you're going to buy a brand new one though, you might want to Yeah.
You know, Harbor Freight's Bauer line, because I've got a power water there. It's red too. That might be a Harbor Freight piece right there.
Hold on. I might got video of this motherfucker. Look. Hold on.
I don't know. You're a brave man, John. I would never spend money with somebody I don't know on something that if it breaks, you got nothing to fall back on. Or if
Somebody said 330 for 100 for electrical snake by V-Boy. Maybe I'm gonna see what Brandon is before I get there, and then see what the price is. You know, I figure shit, man. Like, fucking, plumbers and shit got to go get a snake and all this shit, man. I just have my own snake and charge the plumber for using mine. This kind of shit pissed me off.
Or the horror part of it is have you ever used one?
Not 100-foot one.
Have a plumber come out like I was saying the other day to somebody. Hell, when a contractor comes out, if I use a contractor or somebody that knows what they're doing, they got to understand I'm paying you to also learn and to look over your shoulder. Just watch what the plumber does with that snake, and then you got a snake that you know how to operate from then on.
I imagine the 100-foot one ain't much different than using a damn.
I'll bet you there's tricks. My money says
I'm sure.
100-foot snake. There's things you got to watch out for, hang-ups you can catch, the feeling that you have, like you're running into obstacles that you know when to back off, shit like that. I've never used one either though.
No, I never used one either. Someone said 100-foot manual was $50.
Motorized?
No, he said manual.
Oh, manual. Oh, I thought you said mang. I thought it was an M-A-N-G.
No, manual there.
Black slang kicked in there.
I got the slang going today, Brady.
John got the street. John Street. Don't get it wrong, folks. The next he still got
that dope.
Man, this damn girl done call me.
That's why me and John get along. We're both pretty damn intelligent, but we're dead ass.
I ever see you want to talk to Sister Gabrielle?
Go ahead, call her and see what she's saying.
Yeah, she might hang up. She don't call me. She know I'm on the stream.
Please leave your message.
She might call me back. She didn't text me like 2 times. Someone
Is this a female you know or one of your old gals?
Yeah. Let me see. She called in one time, Brave. Let me see. I'll let you.
I heard your old girlfriend. I heard your old girlfriend.
Yeah, she called in one time. So she just called me. I don't know. She probably want to get on the stream and talk about something.
Hey, John.
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Kim?
Earlier on, and I hate to hype up someone else's podcast, but Be Brave and Think. He kind of went through, he did like a verbal balance sheet of his assets. He's got it going on. I don't know if your listeners know that. I mean,
I think I heard the part of that.
Unless he wants to marry a Kardashian, but any normal, average, successful woman of any color would jump on him. I mean, he's got it going on, and that's the funny thing about all of this conversation. And again, unless he wants to get one of these ex-wives of Atlanta Housewives or whatever on TV shows, he's got it going on.
No, I can tell any woman. That's why I would tell any woman. I can take care of myself, but I cannot take care of another human. I can't. No matter what my balance sheet look like, you don't want to take on a woman with that balance sheet. Trust me.
She may bring her own balance sheet there, Brave.
That's what I'm saying. She would have to, and she would have to prove to me she has one. Because I would say no. In other words, if I got serious, first couple of dates, it would have to be. I ain't bashful. It would be the first date. Let me ask you something, sweetie. Do you need a man's money or do you got your own? And if she says I got my own, I'm saying I'm not playing. This ain't drama. Do you really have your own money or don't you? Then she would say something like automatically with good reason. What, are you looking to take advantage of a woman? I'm saying, no, honey. I'm just making damn sure that you don't need none of my pennies. because that's all I got. And that's what I'd tell her. I can take care of myself, sweetie, but that's it.
Hey, I don't know if I told you guys, the house next door to me, an Eritrean brought the house.
Uh-huh.
And he initially thought he was going to move in, or initially said he was going to move in. So yesterday I was looking out the window, and guess who I saw showed up? And I looked over, I said, damn, there's a lockbox on the house. He's renting this house. And it was some 3 or 4 burly blacks ambling up to the front door. I said, I'd be damned. So I texted him, I said, man, I thought y'all were going to move in. He said, nah, my brother decided to rent the house. And so here's what he said he's going to rent the house. So I should call him. Should I call him, Brady?
Well, I don't know. Tell us first what you
So he's an Eritrean.
Right, Eritrean. Got that.
Right. And
now the fellas walking up to the house, were they African or were they American blacks?
The Africans don't get that Section 8.
John, aren't Eritreans like those things bigger than a rat? They're like the size of a cat.
So Brave, I asked him, I said, are you gonna rent this place on Section 8 now? I'm like, damn. Last thing I want is a fucking Section 8 tenant coming in here, Brave.
I know, that's what I'm telling you.
Because you know my last Section 8 tenant had 2 pit bulls.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
And what happened, Brave, was that a guy was moving in to my house when I used to rent this house. And the pit bulls ate him up. Ate both of his feet off.
Jesus Christ.
Ate both of his feet, Brave. And so I texted the guy, I said, man, you bringing in Section 8, bro? Damn. And so look what he says. And so this shows you how governments, like the extremes, government doesn't. Now, I live in the ghetto. Right? This shit hood. Right? You know, look at the prices that they're looking to rent this motherfucker. See if I can show it to you. Jeez. Here's photos. Here it is here. Look at this. This is what he wrote me. If you can see it, he says, I'll read it to you, just to show you that I ain't lying. He says, I said, damn, you renting the place? He said, yeah. And they're asking $3,500, Brave.
A fucking month. Amazing.
$3,500 a month?
A month, bro. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that's not a real price. No one who works would pay that.
Yeah. Not in the hood.
But the government says if you convert this house to a 5-bedroom and put up 5 blacks in here, we'll pay you $3,500. Because otherwise they're going to be in the shelters on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's looking at $3,500 versus, say, someone like me who rent it for $2,200. That's too big of a number, a gap for him.
I know, but I don't know if he's thinking clearly, because if the person that's actually paying the cash would probably take better care of it.
Well, the problem is the person that actually paying the cash will likely lose his job at some point or bump into some type of problem.
Yeah, I mean, if you're that low, if you're that low and still getting $2,200, I guess I'm not actually completely being clear on the region. That's true. The rents are so outrageous in those goddamn hellscape cities that it would be somebody who could be a bum that could manage $2,200 a month and then fall back to being a bum pretty quick.
Brave, it could be a man and a woman. They're both making $50,000 a year.
They are gonna. Chances are, if a good couple is doing things right, even if they fall on hard times, they're not going to take you over. They're not going to take you through the pea patch.
But they stay there 2 years. Somebody loses their job. They break up.
Right.
A couple breaks up. Now they move. Now you got to find another tenant. You got to fix it up. You got to paint it.
Yeah.
With the Section 8 tenant, you guarantee about 3 or 4 good years of solid payment, no problems. In terms of payment. It's the capitalist there. It just leans heavily in favor of the Section 8 tenant. If the Section 8 rent was maybe $2,700, you might go for that. You might go for the private paying tenant. But that big of a difference, you're going to convert your house to get the max Section 8 benefit.
Like a difference of 50%.
Right. Like basically what you would do as a landlord is add a bedroom in the basement, throw up a couple walls. Now you got a bedroom in the basement. Someone's going to be living there anyway. They may end up renting it out. If you don't rent it out, get money for it, they'll rent it out themselves. So that's how the rents get driven ever higher because the government is setting the rates so high that no regular landlord would dare rent to a paying tenant.
And just imagine a triple decker.
Well, I don't know if the government is doing it for any other reason that they know they have to, because
right, they have to.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, how are you going to talk somebody into rent to somebody that's going to tear your property apart?
Right, you have to entice them.
Yeah.
What you about to say, Latino?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, imagine a triple decker with 15 bedrooms in total. That's an equivalent of almost 10 grand a month.
Yeah, more than that probably in Boston. And so, that is how the rents get driven so high, Be Brave, and Latino everyone. And because this guy is only going to rent to poor people, right? He's only going to rent to poor. He's not going to rent to someone working because the incentive is just too high.
I mean, I would, especially in the city. Let's say you invested 15 years of getting paid like that, and then you do decide to sell. I mean, you ain't really got to do too much fixing if you want to sell forward, just for the simple fact that you have a property in the city. Somebody's willing to buy it off of you.
Somebody will ultimately buy it. Yeah, that is for sure. I mean, anyway, there's a very interesting thing there. His house is like right next to mine. $3,500 he's asking for rent.
Has the people that you've seen, are they the ones that are actually going to rent it then?
I don't know. One of these days, I'm going to go down to the Section 8 housing meeting. It's every Tuesday, once a month, I think. And so I'm going to go down there and show you what the people look like that will be moving it, the representative sample, what it looks like. You want to see the pictures of the people from yesterday? You can't really see them very well. You can just kind of see them from the back and from the front. Let's see, I have some pictures of them.
That's why that's why I didn't, just when I hear, Section 8, $3,500, blacks being moving in, and I know whites are on Section 8. I get that.
Yeah.
That's what blows me about people complaining in this USA. It knocks me out. It's like there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Brave, before I do play that, I want to play this for you, Brave, Master Kim.
Our hair naturally grows out of our head. It's beautiful, but if we struggle to make it look like the standard, that means we are spending thousands of hours and lots of money straightening out what is naturally curly hair, right? And that takes time out of your life. It costs money. Hair as women of color, that the way our hair naturally grows out of our head, it's beautiful.
Any thoughts, Brave?
Yeah, it's pathetic. I think it's the number one indication that the black culture is so fucking severely screwed up that we're not even able to face the reality because of what black women go through, the headaches they go through to get that stupid straight fucking hair.
And she's
that alone proves there's something real fucking wrong with black people. I was gonna do a stream on a lineup of beautiful black women in Alabama. They got some kind of a chorus girl thing. All nice, slim, nice figures. There ain't a fucking natural head of hair on a goddamn one of them. Not a goddamn one of them. Natural hair, not a head of natural hair on one of them things. Every one of them were slim and trim and lovely to the bone. Still didn't want to wear their natural fucking hair.
Brave, you notice that Michelle Obama has a perm in her head, right?
There you go. That's what I was going to say. Like the hypocrisy. You don't see it?
Well, no, she. I don't know if she was being a hypocrite as much as she was just looking for some sort of problems to hand over to black people. Got even more problems as opposed to you should have couched it in black people are crazy for doing this. No, she's going poor black people.
Yeah, but no. She's saying that the beautiful thing about a black person's hair is the natural aspect of it, right?
Very good.
But look at her hair.
Got it. Yet she don't want to wear it.
What are you
talking about? Yeah, that went by me. Yeah.
Bray, you probably don't know what a perm is.
I'm flabbergasted when I see what I seen this morning. I still may do a stream on it. I saved it for later. The clip. It's just a lineup of babes at Alabama University, I think, or something, and they're all all black women, all slim, trim, curvy. Not real pretty. Black women aren't real. It doesn't matter. Their bodies were magnificent. Had a goddamn natural head of hair on one of them.
Yeah,
Blew my fucking mind.
I mean, the lack of self-awareness there on Michelle Obama's part to not even notice it is really kind of amazing.
I think she noticed. I think there was something else she was probably. I'm telling you, I think she was doing more of a pity run in the fact that we have to do this. In other words, even if she was doing it, she was saying more like, we have to do this.
Brave, I got something for you and Latino Brave and Master Kim here. Can you see my screen? I gotta get out of here at 12:30, guys. This may be the last one we cover here. Take a look.
This is one.
Bray, do you notice how loud it is out here?
Yeah, what is it? Where is it? What's going on?
I gotta explain to you. I'm gonna back it up. So you notice first these women are shaking their ass in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
This is Miami, 8th Street, Miami. Women blocking traffic, shaking their ass. There's a green light there, Brave.
Okay.
Green light.
Yeah.
They're blocking traffic, shaking their ass.
Yeah.
At some point, you're gonna see a man in white run by.
I was thinking it was a street party.
Well, they've turned it into a street party.
Right. No, you're right. Yeah, they just took over it's a street takeover, basically.
And I don't know if you're familiar with go ahead, what you say?
I said my cousin lives in 12th Street. Like, I've been around here, and the majority of the people that live around 8th Street are Cubans, bro.
And so I don't know if you noticed these cars right here, guys. I think these are called spiders or something. The blacks ride these in good weather climates, and they put speakers on them. That's probably the music you're hearing. So you got women shaking their ass, blocking traffic, loud vehicles, music, basically a Bluetooth speaker on wheels. This is one in the intersection. He's not driving. Remember, the light is green. He's not driving. He's watching the women shake their ass. You see this? Do you all see this? Does everyone see this before I play it? Okay. So he's stopped the traffic. More women are coming, shaking their ass, and the blacks are running. You see the blacks? There's a black man running there, and there's somebody chasing him. And so you see there's 3 of these spider-like cars. There's one. There's one. There's another one behind it. There's 2. And here's another one right here, 3. These are all, like, again, rolling Bluetooth speakers. And now you got some blacks over here fighting with a man at the other corner. No traffic is moving, Brave. You hear how loud the music is, Brave?
Yeah.
So these are waiters at a restaurant. This black is run out on the tab.
That's a what? Oh.
So they're chasing down. Like, look, we're gonna have to pay for this shit. This shit high down here. This is very expensive restaurants down here.
God. Yeah, it ain't no lie, dude.
So Brave, like, on one side of the street, you got the women twerking, blocking traffic. And on the other side of the street, you got a black running from his responsibility after he gobbled down on a meal. Then you got the other blacks in these spider cars just blasting music obscenely loud to anybody that's in earshot. And mostly you can see it's mostly black people, white people. Probably just, don't even come down here anymore.
Yeah.
This is the middle of the street. Look, more women coming out to dance in the middle of the street, bro, while they fighting. You see, I mean,
May I add something? So they're around there in that area, it's mandatory tip. So they charge you already a 25%. It's automatic. It's already in the bill. Just saying, if people don't know.
Someone said, did John really meet Charleston? Yeah, that's a real picture, man. It was here in Washington, D.C. a minute ago. Yeah, he did a little comedy show. You see, I think it was before the show. I got a chance to meet him there. So
That's why I say 30% of fucking black people are screwed, because 70% of black Americans, other black Americans that are from different countries, dark-skinned people in general, it's just one big fucking mess.
And it was the women and the men, Brave, which it was the women and the men, Brave, which made it so bad. You know what I mean? Like the women dancing in the street, the men blasting music. You know, it's like, yo, what in the world? You know,
that high tea.
That's what people say. That's what people say.
Right. Hey,
you know what? Yeah, what's up?
Oh, my apologies, sir. Please continue.
No, go ahead.
John, I had a friend of mine. His name is Carlos. I think he's Puerto Rican. I met him in Puerto Rico. He's a salesman with a company, and I was able to sell product into Haiti before barbecue and everything went bananas to this Lebanese lady who just was the biggest Valvoline distributor in Haiti. And but it got the pallet or the container, it got held up at the port. They hijacked the port and all this, but this lady had prepaid, so it's really her problem. But it's a shame. But what I told Carlos, like, hey, it'll be nice once Haiti, the violence stops and things settle down. And he goes, oh yeah, he goes, it will settle down and be peaceful. But after he said the word peaceful, he stopped and reiterated. He goes, Haiti's version of peaceful, which means that they're always still going to have violence. They're always still going to have craziness, but it's not going to be like it is today.
Yeah.
And I thought that was rather interesting. The Latino community almost understands at least the Caribbean human nature of the black countries, really pragmatically, I guess is the better way to say it. And the guy wasn't trying to be evil or nothing like that. He was just let him know that the riots will stop, but they're always going to have a certain level of chaos and violence. Like that. So yeah. When are you going to do Asian Excellence Part 2? I love and you were very right for playing the oldie but goodie yesterday. I listened to all your replays.
Yo, same.
Oh man, that was excellent.
It's over Stelly there.
Dope.
Hey, sometimes I just go back through the videos, honestly, guys, and I'll just scan through to see what's in. I got one, man.
I was gonna ask you how you do that. Like how you relive, how you relive a video.
You just have downloaded. I'll repurpose it. I'll take a little bit of this video, a little bit of that video. I may have an intro that's from a totally another video, and just repurpose them, man. Put a subscribe in there, whatever. And I actually have a video of Nightish standing up on the channel.
Bro,
I want to republish it. He got up. He stood up, man. He didn't get all the way up, but he got he got up more than we've ever seen him get up before. So,
but send me that so I can make you that music video.
Yeah, bro. I gotta send it to you. I gotta
make you that music video, bro.
I got the video. I just need to go back and find it again. But I definitely found it there.
Yeah, make you that music video, bro.
Brave, you say you gonna stream about some black women? Oh, go ahead, Mexican. What you say?
Have you guys heard Latinos Mino Black? Have you heard?
Yeah.
It's insanely great. It's so funny.
I made a music video. It's out. So if you guys go on my channel, you guys can find it. It's AI Latino Mino Black. It's a funny song.
Oh, listen to this. Oh, sorry, buddy. Yeah. Put in the chat 1 minute. Listen to this. Virginia saying they're gonna cover food stamps.
Has told states that it doesn't have enough money to support the nearly 42 million Americans who rely on SNAP. Virginia's governor has announced a state of emergency in response to this, which he says allows them to use the state dollars to fund SNAP benefits.
There it is.
Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Drew Wilder has more on what this means for more than 800,000 Virginians who rely on SNAP to put food on their tables.
With each day Washington goes without resolving the lapse in government funding, American families struggle more. Today's full page.
You know, I ain't gonna play anymore. This is a Republican governor.
Yep.
Youngkin is a Republican governor. For those of you that want to play the sides and the aisles and everything, he's a Republican governor. They're stepping up to fill the voice of food stamps.
You want to know something? I mentioned this yesterday on the stream. I said it would be hilarious if Republican states found a way to give snaps for this month and the Democrat states don't have the funding. That's going to raise questions. I said this. I said this yesterday. So,
well, I think both of them can find ways. There's always money. They can squeeze somewhere to go somewhere else. But I think the Democrats could, have some incentive to see their people starve a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think, Brave?
Oh, no, that would definitely be a feather in their hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mobs in the street. Yay. Democrats happy.
Yeah. And they could blame it all on Trump. All he had to do was do the Republicans.
I wish they'd let it play out so we could get a good perspective on just what races would lose their fucking minds. But they're not going to play it.
I think the technology, though, Brave, as you saw with DoorDash allowing free delivery, I think we're moving to a point, I could be wrong, but I think we're moving closer and closer to where poor people are not going to be able to go in grocery stores and spend their EBT. The government is going to say, hey, you got EBT, you can only order delivery. We have services for you. We can streamline what you can order. There'll be no fraud.
We'll never get to that.
We're getting there. The government is already subsidizing by way of DoorDash. EBT.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not surprised at that. I'm just saying it's never going to be to where a person can't get in their car and go drive down to the supermarket if they're EBT. You're never going to get to that.
Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised, though.
I just would get a kick out of it if it played out. It's not going to play out. Everything's going to come. Everything's going to be all right at the last minute. It's going to be.
Yeah,
all right.
I definitely agree with you on that.
I would just get a kick out of them letting it play out. Sometimes, because since white people in this country don't understand how fucking magnificent we are, and they're fucking idiots in large numbers, and they don't understand the fucking value of the white race in the vast scheme of things, especially nowadays in modern times. The white people would see a lot of things before their very fucking eyes.
Yeah, it would be very.
The South. In other words, you wouldn't see hordes of white people acting like fucking animals.
John, look at Ryan's comment.
What is it?
People on EBT actually spend more, right? And the reason for that is because, when you have money that you haven't earned yourself, it's much easier for you to spend money on bullshit.
Oh, yeah, they just throw it in the bag, bro.
And that's what Ryan's saying. It's just like, hey, that's why I'm saying supermarkets are never going to give up that. They're not going to give that up.
I think they probably overprice poor people. That's probably the biggest thing there. That's probably, I bet you if you were to go in a poor grocery store and check the prices versus go to a more affluent area, you see the prices for everything is a little bit cheaper there.
Yeah.
Man, a lot of interesting news, man, but I got to get out of here today.
See you fellas later, John. Take it easy, buddy.
I got to go clean up here. All right. Mexican, any last words? Latino, any last words before we get out of here?
I'm looking to watch all your streams, and then obviously Be Brave, as well as Let's Talk 1212. I'm bouncing back and forth, waiting for notifications. For
Hey, Master Kim. And Brave, you may not know much about Charleston White, but what did you think about my comparison between Charleston White and JP on the lower level? If you know anything about Charleston White.
Well, Charleston White speaks a lot of truth on what the black people's problems are. JP speaks a lot of truth. I don't think Charleston White has quite the hatred for white people that JP seems to have.
Brave, before I go, I'm telling you, JP got he's an enigma in a way. And I'm gonna see if I can play this clip for you.
Well, he's an enigma, but I've heard him say out of his own mouth how he feels about white people, John.
Yeah.
Things he's said. I mean, I know he's not the brightest bulb in the
Watch these, Brady.
That's not a city. He's about city. See, he can say
these are cities.
He didn't say no. He didn't say no.
Right. Hey, yo, thank you to Black Hawks.
Majority of the crimes is done by black folks.
No, that's the lie. Yo, all you gotta do is look it up. See, it just say who. All you gotta do is Google it. Who? Matter of fact, I'll do it for you. I got you.
Easy.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Shout out to Black Hawk. Thank you for the cash.
Who commits more murders in America, black men or white men?
Thank you.
What are they saying? What's the question?
The highest homicide rates by
one. Shout out to Black Hawk. Thank you for the cash.
So that's what the question. The homicide rates are higher among whites. Hold
on, break.
Right. Hey, yo, thank you to Black Hawk for the cash.
Majority of the crimes is done by black folks.
No, that's the lie. All you gotta do is look it up. See, it just say who. All you gotta do is Google it. Who? Matter of fact, I'll do it for you. I got you.
Easy.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Shout out to Black Hawk.
Look at JP Bray.
Who commits more murders in America, black men or white men?
Thank you.
The highest homicide rates by a substantial margin were among black males aged 15 to 24 years at 74.6%, 95% UI.
Stop it. Washington, D.C. is not
there. He's about city. See, he can say
these are cities.
He didn't say no.
Right. Hey, yo, thank you to Black Hawk for the
majority of the crimes is done by black folks.
No, that's the lie. All you gotta do.
To give JP credit here, he's talking about the murder rate in the streets. The fucking indie bands is relying on the murder rates across the board. And I'm telling blacks this, and I've been saying it for 3 years. Yes, white people murder each other in their homes. Their kids aren't going in the streets shooting up the fucking streets. That's the difference.
Now, Bray, you missed it.
I must have.
Izzy is a heavily intelligent guy.
Yeah.
So Izzy would do something like this. He'll compare states. JP says cities. Because he knows the majority of the blacks are in or around cities. Yep. And they're causing chaos and hell in the cities.
In my domestic statement, I said across the nation, it's white people kill each other in their fucking homes. They're not doing it in the streets. That's the difference. The blacks that are doing it in the streets is fucking it up for everybody around them and making the streets very untenable.
Now that's what JP is trying to hammer home to Izzy. That's why he focuses on the cities, not the states.
Right.
But Izzy wants to split hairs and focus on the states, which allows him to point the finger at white people.
Not Izzy. That's all of these dumb.
Well, yeah, but in this instance, it was Izzy, right? But in this instance, it was Izzy.
They all go by the big picture, and I'm going. My point is who's making it so you can't ride the fucking bus?
Right, and so, but again, you see how the blacks of the world, the Izzies of the world, as an example, have to try. And they have to be fairly intelligent to do this. And Izzy's not just class A stupid. Yeah. So he's able to, what about the states? All black people don't live in cities, which is true. But there's some nuance there. The majority of them concentrated cause a lot of trouble, as you're saying.
John, before I get off here, that's why I say it has to boil down. This question of what the fuck blacks and whites are doing has to boil down to who's tearing up the public realm. That's what it boils down to. Whites are not tearing up the public realm. That's what it boils down to. Blacks are ripping the shit out of the public realm in these large cities. Making business possible, dangerous, subways, public transportation. Blacks are the ones tearing the shit out of the public realm. That's what I've been saying for 3 years. I don't give a fuck about whites shooting each other in their goddamn homes. Fuck, go do it. Kill each other. Point is you can live around all whites and you can live there. You can live around all whites, and you'll never see any kids, 3 white kids in the shoe.
Yeah, I think JP understands it. And I think JP understands that too, Brady. So there's that.
Yes, that's what JP, bless his heart, was getting at, probably.
Yeah, he was definitely getting at that, and the blacks and the audience had to tell him to shut up after they told him to Google it.
Yeah.
And he like, that's what I found funny about the whole thing there, Brady.
Yeah, well, that is. But I like I said, I don't give JP the credit you give him. He hates whites, and I just wish he would be forced to somebody needs to get him on the stream and make him settle down and fucking defend what the fuck he's saying, and nobody does it. Pisses me off. It's like you're saying too much stupid shit, JP. A lot of stuff he's saying is valuable, but he's adding too much stupid shit in there, and it's like no. And there's too many fucking other low IQ blacks that are listening to JP, and that's what's sick about it. That's what's the danger of it.
I think they just listen to him for fun, honestly. You know.
No, there's a lot of blacks listening to JP as their leader, John. But we'll see you guys later.
Yeah, peace.
Take it easy, fellas.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Brady Latino, Master Kim. Here, last word before I get out of here. I got to go clean up. guys.
My last words are white. Snap the fuck out of it. We're a magnificent race. Get the fuck over it and go fucking be proud of yourself and quit being afraid to fucking say whites rock. See you guys later.
Depending on how my day goes, I might start a stream in the next 2 or 3 hours.
I'll hop up there, Latino, by the time.
All right, no problem. Thank you, John.
Yeah, pitch your channel one more time, Latino, before we get out of here.
Give me one second.
Channel one more time.
Let me grab the link from the back. It's much easier.
Man, that DJ Academics interview with Charleston White, he had some nuggets in there I thought was very interesting.
My favorite part was when he told him that you crazy for thinking that his music makes you feel some type of way.
You know, he said you retarded.
Yeah, he is though. Like, come on, man. Like,
man, I guess I should play that. Master Kim, did you hear that clip of Charleston? Did you hear that?
It was great. What I like about Charleston White, he says everything at the macro level and doesn't have to backtrack and say not all. He gets to talk about what's really going on at the macro level. I love it. Yes.
You know, I want to play that clip one more time for you guys. I thought it was a very interesting point he made. And for those of you that can catch it, I ain't gonna hammer it home too much to you. But here's something that really caught my attention. This is what made me get up out of bed right here and make sure that I clip this. And I get your thoughts on this, Master Kim. And this is the clip. And I hope you guys see some of this in me, not the Charleston White aspect, but I do talk about cooperation. Teamwork makes the dream work. Here's what
like this, right? I said number one, Sean Cotton and Charleston. That's like Kobe and Shaq. That's like
me and Sean done got into it before.
Yeah, but y'all figured it out.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, cool. Vlad got his Boosie. I don't know if he's gonna 6ix9ine gonna be that now, but Vlad got his Boosie. Adam, from time to time, he find one of them and whack is in the mix. I might be the only one that don't really have that person, and I know how better and easier it is when you got that person. Because I gotta hit the ball, pitch the ball, I gotta go pass the ball, dunk it. When you have a Charleston White, it's a guarantee. No matter what, he's gonna bring the eyeballs. And now your business model has to be, when I don't have Charleston White, how do I keep him there?
Substitute Charleston White for JP. Look at all these streamers the last week. That's all they talk about, JP. They need to figure out a way to keep him.
He come through, man. He bring that welfare.
They got to figure out a way to keep him. Master Kim, you ever had that one employee like, you got to figure out a way to keep him? You ever had an employee like that, Master Kim?
Yes, absolutely. And you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? You need to not be so reliant on him, but you don't want to lose him. But life happens, right? People, in fact, every once in a while you get a gem that you know is meant for something bigger, better. They go away to college and you lose them. You know what I mean? So it's a
Yeah.
sad situation, but you got to do something to keep them as long as you can.
Yeah, keep him as long as you can and
Yeah.
maximize the time that you have with him.
Right. Because also I got played the okie doke not too long ago. Do you mind if I squeeze this in real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I met with the gentleman that that we talked about about a month ago. He was the preferred vendor for Walmart, and he laid a trap for me. Mike, do you want to deal with Walmart directly? Right? And it was like 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 training day, and I was like, why would I deal with Walmart when I got you? You and me are forever. I don't know homo. Versus Walmart, they'll kick you out of their store in a year and a half and find a new vendor to bring in their
Right. Yeah.
grease and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I passed I passed the test is the better way to say it. It's the long term thing. Walmart would use and abuse you. This
Right.
homie's got the relationship with Lowe's, Home Depot. So I passed the test. I want your friendship. Fuck Walmart. And I shouldn't say it like that, but this is exactly what it is. Charleston White may dip in popularity or not, or this or that, but he's got access to human beings that we would only dream of. Where he's so popular, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, very well said. As far as the JP, I want to be the Asian JP. As soon as he puts me on some game on how to go to work and slide right in and grab him by the P, as Trump would say. You know what I mean? And it's legit. So I'm waiting, of course, with my wife's approval, of course. But yeah, I want to be the
I'm going to give my prediction on JP right here. I think at some point, it goes one or two ways for him. I think either he does well, and if he does well, what you're going to see is some guy like a Vlad or Adam 22 like guy. He's going to come along and harness his talent. And the guys that were dependent on his welfare are no longer going to be able to use his welfare because he's going to be on a much bigger platform.
Yep.
And he's not going to either see any use of going there for cash apps and super chats, or he's going to be contractually obligated to stay off of those platforms to keep him diluting his brand. And I think those guys are going to look back and kick themselves and say, damn, we had him up on our platform and we didn't even know what we had. We just saw a guy on welfare. They didn't see the bigger picture there, the charm, the personality, the energy that he brings to their panels that they can't seem to muster themselves. He's a traveling entertainer, and I don't see anyone out on the horizon in his sphere better than him at doing it.
Hey, John, can I add a comment real quick? I know that we all have to go. When I was on JP Stream not too long ago, but not only JP Stream, Chaotix, including the Gulf channel, not Latinos yet, blacks bickering over perceived insults or legit insults. It's like, okay, why insult someone anyways? Because now it leads to half an hour of the back and forth and trying to reiterate and explain this. Oh, fuck you and your feelings if you're that sensitive. And just women, men, grown, and these are very popular personalities trying to like diffuse the perceived disrespect and all. It is so much energy wasted on respect, not respect. Oh, you don't got to call me. And therefore the topic was glossed over. To be honest with you, by the time they actually got into the topic, because so much energy was spent with the personalities just bickering over disrespect. Now, if they did what that boy did to you, hijack your stream and talk shit, now that's different. This has nothing to do with that, John, right? This has to do with just simple people didn't have a beef, but they couldn't. It was just how the way they interrupted each other, or everyone is taking. It's okay if someone wants to disrespect me. Okay, I'm going to give you benefit of the doubt. Go for it. I'm not going to immediately think, oh, he did it on purpose, or I'm going to give a person the benefit of the. Oh, so the reason I'm saying all of this, John, was how much energy is wasted on just small little meaningless squabbles that mean nothing because all you have to say, oh, my bad, you go, it's your turn, my apologies. You know, just end it. Don't, oh no, well, you know, if you would have let me speak first, you would have heard that I did say so. Just trying to get the last
very minuscule.
word to clarify shit when you don't need to be clarified. We're all grown adults. So with that being said, I guess I'm doing the equivalent to that. I'm saying
I definitely know.
It's
I know it's
crazy. And I'm
I
gonna
know
call
exactly
it
what you
Black
mean.
YouTube.
Sometimes
I'm gonna call it Black YouTube. It's amazing.
Yeah, because sometimes they'll split hairs and it leads to the conversation down another road. I didn't say all, I said many or some, or you didn't say all, you said many. It's like, what in the world? Come on, you know what you meant, but it is a challenge there. It is a challenge, and I think it plays itself out in the real world as well. That's the unfortunate part there, Master Kim. But I do gotta get out of here, Master. Go ahead. What you about to say?
Yeah, 30 more seconds. I plan to be up in your zip code maybe in a month. I would like us maybe to advance. I'll call ahead, try to line up some stores for us to go visit and shit, and maybe do a stream, a online stream together, shopping or going to these stores with a business broker and just kind of kicking the tires. That'd be good.
You gotta come in the studio too. You know what? We gotta call that store's agent. Because I rode by there the other day, it's still for sale. We got to call that. We'll do that maybe the next time we come on stream in the morning.
Yep, that sounds good, man. All right, I'll catch you on your stream later. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Hit the like button on the way out.
Who is John Galt? This question is the first sentence of Ayn Rand's famous novel Atlas Shrugged. This book, published on October 10th, 1957,
violence when, again, our young black
most
boys,
crime committed by white people.
Our young black boys are not the violent ones in America, no matter how much they try to perpetrate it as that. Our young black men are moving forward. The majority of violent crimes that happen in America is 69% committed by white men.
And see,
so this whole idea that white people are safer than us is a lie and is a fallacy that we got to stop. And this is a part of, for me, the black fatigue. Like literally, the FBI put out the stat. It's not me saying it. The FBI put out the stat. 69% of all violent crimes are done by white men.
Yep.
So
and not only that,
we got to stop allowing people to put the jacket on our young black men that all these YNs, black violence when.
I mean, we need training. Black people need to be trained and taught about economics.
And we talk about investing, but doesn't investing, where does it start? What's the catalyst of 2053 being a thing, man? Can we change it or is it over? This is fantastic. I read up on it briefly.
John Galt is right. It's over. It's over, man.
I think he's right. I think
it's over, man.
Yeah. There's no pulling back from this because for every